Okay. Let's see. Okay. We got here. What we have here is failure to communicate. I'm not bugging them. Let's do this for the inside. Hang it up. Let's see. Let's get a long video. All right, here we go. Let's do this one. Hey, it's my one buddy. He recognized me from YouTube, and he asked me if I can get a selfie with him at the beer. That's so cool, man.
Jason freaking Callan.
That's cool
the
as hell.
hot sauce kingpin.
Yes, thanks, buddy.
Of course.
Sounds YouTube famous, man.
Yes, sir. That's awesome. Yeah, me and my buddies watch your videos all the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's me. That's awesome. And he asked me to have a selfie taken with him. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could send me a copy of the selfie on Facebook or something like that. If you're,
yeah, I can download it.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Of course. Yeah,
That's
thank you.
very. Oh, that's very flattering. Awesome. I got recognized
Cool.
again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Okay. So yeah, here's the selfie that Spencer took of me. He saw I was buying beer, and he was kind enough to recognize me. He wanted to take a selfie with me, and he wanted to get me to give a shout out to himself. He wanted me to give a shout out to himself, Spencer. He wanted to give me a shout out to his buddies Paul and Dom, and he said they watch my videos all the time, and I'm very flattered. So shout outs to Spencer, Paul, and Dom. I hope you liked this video. I love you all very much, and till next time, please take care, my legion. There you go. Well, it looks so freaky with that thing on there. It's pretty cool. Peace on earth. As he told you. Beanie drove. Bum. Oh, man. Let's see. What else we got? Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Hello! Hello, everybody, and welcome. You should go and subscribe to the most amazing YouTuber there is. He's sexy, he's smart, he's Jason Callan, and you'll love him just as much as I do. He does movie reviews and food reviews, and he also does ASMR. It's pretty awesome.
Oh,
check him out.
Thank you, Rita.
Aww.
Okay, I'm good. Okay. All right. Okay.
I could have done it really fucked up.
Oh, no, you did good. Okay. That's pretty funny. Do one more. We do. I still like that one video. Let me find that one. Which one's this one? Oh. They're both the same, I think. Want to have me. Which one has sound to it? Actually, this one has sound, I think. Let's see, we got. That's quick, man. This uploads really quick on here. You can play little clips if you want, you know. Check this out. Hey, my legion, how y'all doing today? Oh, God, you got hot sauce in my I got a long form version of that one, too. I like it.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Where's the snow?
Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Make work your favorite. That's your favorite, okay?
Okay.
Work is your new favorite.
Fine.
It's time for the announcement. Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
That's so awesome. He's really cool. My buddy Todd Jumper's really good at doing AI stuff. Here, one more and I'll finish start live. Here you go. Boop.
Hey, what's happening? We're here at the Hollywood Santa. Guess who I'm here with?
Scotty Schwartz. Hey, Mike and Mark.
There you go. Hey, we're hanging out, dudes. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. What do you think about this crazy thing, man?
Oh, it's awesome. You get to hang out with Rodney all day. It's terrific.
And I get to hang out with Scott, my man here. You know, it's all good. Thank you, bro.
You got it.
He's the best, man. Well, check it out, guys. Check it out. It's going on. It's going on. Isn't it cool? Oh, do me a favor. Say hello to Mike and Mark.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Mark.
There you go, the Owens brothers. And we got to do a picture together.
Oh, go ahead.
We got to do a selfie. See
Bye,
you
Mike.
guys.
Bye, Mark.
Bye, guys.
All right. Hey, my Legion. How y'all doing today? I go live and just BS and stuff. Well, the AI stuff, I don't know. He's really good at doing that. I think it's neat, though. I mean, well, I thought what he did was good. I mean, he did it silently. He asked me to add, he told me what to say. I just did voice work. I gave him an idea. Well, he's saying like he could probably direct like his own short films and stuff. I had an idea for something. He sent me AI for a thing for something called Ernest, like Ernest movie. He had the AI artwork done for it already, and he had one for like Mulder from X-Files, right? And then he had one from Ernest. It was Ernest Gets Abducted. Because he's only done alien stuff on his channel. So it's just, I don't know, it's just like a natural progression, you know? Or he could do like a little, like 2-minute short film. That'd be kind of cool, you know? I can do voice work for it. Yeah. Hey, Forrester. I don't think he did a neat job. I don't know how long it takes to do that, though. Hey, Forrester. Hey, Tim. Oh, my eye. Hey, Dave Panther. Hey, brother. I like what Spoof's doing, like, Spoof doing stuff with AI stuff with the lightsaber, too. It looks kind of funny looking. Yeah, not really hard to do. I try to avoid AI. Well, I know by this thing is neat. He's doing it. I mean, you know, I just think it's a neat idea. That's all. But I have an idea. I mean, he had an idea for a couple short films. We'll see what happens from there. You're an AI. You're an AI guy. I mean, I still think it's neat. Just kidding. I mean, you know, whatever you get, you know, people are really doing the AI stuff, you know, doing some really freaky stuff with it. And it was weird. Okay, this is weird. Check this out. Ugh. I know that one guy. Hi, Glass. Let me link you down. Ideas are good, yeah. Well, my sister has to plan everything. Well, it's weird though because whatever my sister's playing the whole thing, and she has to get everybody on board, and no one's telling her nothing like that because no one can be bothered. You know, it's really kind of a hassle. You know, that is a good that lightsaber video. Yeah. Oh, I know what you did. That was cool. Glass, AC glass. I see glass. Let me put the link down. Link down here too. I mean, it's just like a BS session. Oh, there you go. Oh. Okay. It's weird. The one thing they're talking about, like, I love canon movies. I love canon movies, Miller. I mean, I could do like I reviewed both of the canon documentaries, so I could do them. I'm glad. Well, that's one thing we agree on because canon was an amazing company. I mean, they used to do like. Well, I mean, they've been around for a while though, but they got because they used to like just like distribute movies and stuff like and then like different type of fair like they had like I know Elvira used to show a lot of movies that they used to distribute, not make, like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hype, The Comedy with Oliver Reed, Blood and Satan's Claw. I did. Oh yeah, I love canon stuff. Work every except oh really? I'd be at a casino bar. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good way to spend it too in the casino. I don't know. I have no idea for us what we're gonna do. More like my sister will get something or something. I don't know. Hey, Dana. It'd be nice if my sister's trying to get everybody organized. They got grandkids now. Have a bunch of people. I mean, it's up to her. She says, "Well, I don't know what's going on for Christmas." She's the one that's in charge, I guess. So I don't know. I have everything ordered, but everything's delayed as far as like, oh yeah. Okay. I love the kid in the movies though. I tell you what, Charles Bronson, Chuck Norris, Invasion USA, you know, uh, 10 to Midnight, great movies. Really? Okay, yeah. Waterfall Kid, really? Oh, really? Wow. Well, he loves the casino. Well, I don't blame him for what, I don't blame him for hanging out there. Yes. American Ninja and also American Ninja 2. I mean, they did a whole bunch of great stuff. They did, oh my God. What's the other one? Platoon Leader? You just filmed it, yeah. There you go. I love canon films. Like I had a whole bunch. I
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I was having trouble getting on here. I was like,
Oh no.
it's everything with my new phone. My whole world is upside down because it
Oh
was
my.
like making me like, do you want to, you don't want to go in, you don't want to, gosh, I can't even talk. It was asking me for passwords and
Yeah.
then it was asking me for if I want to, don't you want to go get on Safari instead of Chrome? I'm like, I don't know. And then I put, anyway, here we are.
Oh,
Hi.
that's right. Hi. How are you?
Good. What are you
How are you?
doing?
I don't
What's
know. Talk to you.
Get
Talk to
out,
you.
really? I'm talking to you too. It's so
I
weird.
know.
We have
I
so
know.
much in common.
It's crazy. I know.
So weird. Gosh.
I know. Definitely. Oh, Heather Wade needs the Legion's help. Okay, Glass. Maybe she'll start going live again. I don't know. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing?
Heather needs Legion's help. Pandora, you
Hi,
should come up
Pandora.
here. Hi,
Yeah.
Seaglass.
Let me get the drink to link.
Hi, Forrester.
Yes, come on up, Pandora.
Hi,
Well,
Gladys.
hi, Gladys.
Wait, who else? Hi, Tam.
Hi, Tim.
I don't know
Miller.
ASF, but hi. And
Yeah.
Super
Oh,
Serial and Dana a little bit's here. Oh, and Miller's here.
yeah. He was. Yeah, we were talking about canon films a little bit.
Oh,
I
what
love canon movies. You ever
canon?
seen any of theirs? Back in the '80s, they did a whole bunch of like the Charles Bronson and Chuck Norris movies.
I probably did. Like my brothers used to always want to take me to see those movies, but I didn't. It wasn't something I would pick, but I have older brothers, so I would just
Yeah,
go because I'm the youngest sister,
yeah.
and so yes.
Well, I saw a bunch of movies from them in the army in the theater. Like they had John Claude Van Damme seeing Bloodsport and
Yeah.
Double Impact, stuff like that.
Hold on a second. I'm keeping my daughter up. Give me 1 second.
Oh, no problem.
Yes, honey. Okay.
Right, Pandora. I know drop Linky, Pandora. You come up if you want.
Sorry. My daughter is staying here with me and she has to go to sleep.
Okay.
So I was keeping her up.
That's, you got a very nice family.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're really good.
that's cool.
I'm very blessed. I will tell
Yeah.
you that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all have. I mean, anyway, it's yeah. My children are my whole heart and soul.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Randy Paffo's here.
Hey, Randy.
It's gonna get funny.
Yeah, it's a little bit funny. It's people deep inside. Oh, you know what movie video I posted on my channel?
What?
I think it's good. It's called Halloween time. Not Halloween, Christmas.
Yep.
Was that video with David Bowie and Bing Crosby and a little drummer boy?
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's a classic, I think.
Yeah. Did you reach out to Black Eagle and see if she wants to join us?
Oh shit! No, I didn't do that. I gotta
No
do it.
big deal. She's probably asleep. You guys are.
You might be sleeping. Yeah.
She probably is.
I was gonna do. I was gonna do a review of Sorcerer. I started watching the William Friedkin movie.
Oh,
It's
William Friedkin. Oh yeah, he was so good. He just recently
yeah,
died.
yeah,
Yeah, he used to work in Chicago at WGN
yeah.
news station. And
Oh,
yeah, um, yeah, my mother worked there with him.
oh well, that's where like well, that's from where Cisco and Ebert were out of. So they had like
Yeah, one of them worked for WGN,
yeah.
and my mother used to work for WGN. She used to be on the news.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, in Chicago. It's still there, WGN news station. Yeah, Siskel and Ebert. One of them worked for like Sun Times, and I don't know, but I've been to Chicago once before
yeah.
because yeah.
I never been to Chicago. They're supposed to have that
Excuse me.
that new McDonald's, the Cosmic. It's supposed to be like they're doing like their own version of Starbucks with like a lot of drink items, a limited amount of food
Oh,
items. So I'd love to try that place though.
yeah.
Oh, you want to know something weird? I found out that Taco Bell's now serving chicken nuggets. They started doing that today.
They did. I'm sorry. Taco Bell's making chicken nuggets.
Yeah, they're serving chicken nuggets now. They just started. They dropped today at their restaurant. I didn't know that. I thought it was later
That
on.
does not sound appealing. For some reason, they don't. They doesn't seem. Although I got to be honest, my crazy strange pleasure is Taco Bell because it doesn't seem appealing at all. But I like it. I hardly ever have it, but that's one of my guilty pleasures is
Oh,
Taco
that's
Bell.
cool. Well, they had.
I
I
love
mean, I
it.
reviewed. They had chicken wings there. I reviewed their chicken wings before.
Really? Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
they
mean,
were
I just
really.
like a bean burrito, like a bean burrito with no
Yes.
onions. That's or a
What?
beefy beef burrito
Yeah.
with no. It used to be whatever, but no,
I
nothing. They should only stick to what they know, and that's it.
know.
Done. End of story.
Pandora said taco nuggets. That's pretty funny. I
And
like their nacho fries.
Manischewitz.
Have you had their French fries? They have nacho fries there.
No, that does not sound
Oh, it was pretty good though.
really.
Yeah.
Dana is totally a Taco Bell chicken nug and Manischewitz chicks.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure.
know how Randy know man. Do you know Manischewitz? We were talking about it last
Yeah. It's
night. Wasn't it last
wine.
night?
So
Yeah, it's
wine.
like if you people drink it on high holidays, on the Jewish high holidays, like Passover. It's like a very strong grape. It's not very yummy. And it's not terrible, but it's not like tasty wine.
It's
It's
like Mad Dog or something like that.
it's kind of like the wine. Did you grow up in the Catholic Church? You have the wine at the
No, we
Just to
never
drink
had
it.
wine. I mean, well, we grew up in a Catholic church, but we never had wine. We just
Yeah, we
had,
never did either. I will tell you, we
yeah,
never did either. The priest would drink the wine and then pass it to
yeah,
the altar boys, but well, not the altar boys, but like some of the people who were up on the altar.
yeah.
But I remember, so when I was raising my kids, I started going to a Catholic church in that neighborhood, and we passed around that wine, and that was such a strange thing because I'm thinking, well, this is not healthy because we're there's a bunch of strangers drinking out of the same cup. And you know what? I did get sick. I was like, oh, it's alcohol, so it'll be like you won't get sick because whatever. So yeah, so they sometimes do that in Catholic churches.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what they
Hmm.
did within COVID whenever they have communion, if they did that anymore, or I don't
I
know.
doubt it. Although,
Yeah.
I doubt it. I don't know. COVID changed everything, the way people, everything sort of changed. Well, I think we're getting sort of back to normal. I hope.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I did a video, like a 20-minute video, of like my history with VHS tapes, and the very first and very last movie to ever be commercially released on VHS. I
Oh
mean,
yeah?
yeah, yeah.
And
Um,
well,
okay, the very first one was a Korean movie on to be released on VHS called The Last Teacher.
okay. Oh, was it a good movie?
I never seen this one.
Or
I
the
never seen.
Korean movies can be really, really good.
No,
There's some great Korean movies I
yeah,
didn't recently discovered.
yeah. It was some movie made
Mhm.
in 1972, and then it was released on VHS in '76. That's when they first started out
Oh,
making movies and stuff like
really?
that.
76?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That yeah, and it
I
was
didn't
like
know that.
about like this one teacher wanted to help unite her students through volleyball. I think.
Hmm.
And the principal was like a chauvinist, ended up firing the teacher or something like that.
Okay,
That's what
that's
that's what.
interesting. Because 76, I bet you did you say there were VCRs in 76?
Yeah.
So I bet they were like super expensive. Only very wealthy people could
Oh
afford
yeah.
those.
Well,
Yeah.
they was saying like some of the videotapes for like $1,000.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I remember I had a friend in middle school, junior high school, and she was very, she was a wealthy girl who went to my school,
Yeah.
and she had a VCR or whatever it was called. And we were like, wait, what is this? None of us knew what it was. And she had the
Oh
movie,
wow.
she had The Omen. And we thought that was so cool. We were so cool because we got to watch it and we would rewind
Oh,
it.
awesome.
And there's a scene where
Yeah.
the one of the guys gets beheaded and his head goes
Yeah.
flying up in the air, like rolling down the road. And we kept like
Oh,
rewinding it and go, let's watch it go backward. We thought that was like so
oh
amazing. So
yes. Me too. I mean, we had like well we okay, this is what happened. We didn't get a VCR at first. We got a video disc player, not a laser disc, a video disc, and it was something called I guess RCA spent like $50 million on this technology. When they finally released it, it was out of date. But a lot of movie companies like put out this. It's like a laser like a video disc plus with like it has like a cardboard sleeve and like around it, it's like plastic, and you have to tilt a certain way and slide
oh,
into
how
there.
interesting.
Yeah, and then it takes out and you flip it over. That broke like twice when we got it. My dad got it, and it was
But
like a
really
hundred.
quickly, hi Darnell. I didn't want to not say hi to Darnell.
Oh no,
Darnell,
I
but
don't
she's
know.
very sweet. Go
Oh
ahead.
no,
Go
no.
ahead. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean it broke twice. My dad wanted to get it because we didn't have cable. My dad was excited to get it. It was like hundred
Oh,
and
we
eight
didn't
dollars.
have cable either. The kids up in who lived up in the hills and like the
Yeah,
expensive homes, they had they had cable, but nobody who lived in the flatlands like me had
no, really.
cable. We didn't
Well,
have it. Oh yeah.
they want to come out to where we were at. I mean, at the time, I mean, we weren't out like super far out, but I guess the thing was didn't want to come out. So we had
Do you
my
remember
dad had
Z?
like
Did you guys have Z Channel? Was that a thing where you lived? Z?
what,
Z Channel
mm,
was a big thing in in Sherman Oaks, but only the people who lived in the hills could get it. And if you didn't live in the hills, then you couldn't get it.
oh no, we didn't have that. What we had was I mean, we had like my dad put like a big antenna up on chimney, and we had like that was like a big cord went down all the way to TV, and there was like an alligator alligator clip. You ever see those?
I don't
They're
think
like,
so.
yeah, and you put them on like the two ends, and there was like a VHF and a UHF end, and whatever you want to see, I mean, you put it on that end, and usually the reception would be okay.
Oh
Sometimes it'd
my
be
gosh,
really,
I know what you're talking about. Wait,
yeah,
the second, because so we had like channels that went up to channel 13,
yeah,
and then if you go
yeah,
beyond that, what was that called? What was it called?
UHF,
Yes,
UHF,
that's right.
VHF.
We
Yep,
have that.
yeah,
And
we
we
did
would
too.
watch like the Little Rascals on the UHF. That's what,
Yes, yeah, we had
yes.
that. I love the Little Rascals. I still
Me too. I
do.
loved it. I loved
Yeah,
it. I
some of that
loved it. It was
stuff.
so good.
Yeah, I seen like some of the uncensored Little Rascal stuff. Some of the stuff you'll be surprised they cut out and they let in the old ones a long time ago.
Oh, I want to see that. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Like really
Oh yeah.
inappropriate stuff. Was it
Well, I
really?
mean politically incorrect though, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they had
Well, it
like
was
a.
most of it was a lot of it was politically incorrect
Oh
when
yeah,
I was
definitely.
like a little girl, we used to
Yeah.
watch it. And it was really, I mean, I didn't, you're too young to even think
Yeah.
of like it being incorrect. You just watch it and you just go,
Yeah.
well, all right, well, that's how that is. But
Yeah.
you don't think of it as being real. It was just a certain time that way. It was just such a different time.
Yeah.
All of it was so bizarre, but you kind of knew it was just it wasn't for real. Like unlike some people who don't understand, it's not real. They're just acting,
I
whatever.
know. I know. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
They're acting like, yeah, this is Tanya Tucker and this is Conway Twitty. And what beat the
Yeah.
crap out of you? Oh, I think it's
Yeah,
real.
Hal Roach. That was his name. How
Yeah, how
so a
about
lot of
yep.
so there's in Los Angeles, in the valley,
Yeah,
Valley Girl Valley. There's an area called Toluca Lake. And I'm sure
okay.
Tam probably maybe knows it. He's not from Southern California, but it's just in the valley. And there was a lake that the Little Rascals used to like they would go boating on this lake and they were always and it's it's in Toluca Lake and it's surrounded by houses. It's this tiny little lake that my entire life I could never see the lake because these very expensive homes surround it and you're not allowed in. But that's where they filmed a lot of those scenes of the Little Rascal, like the little love scenes where Alfalfa and Darla, were having
Yeah.
a Valentine on the boat together on the rowboat. That was Toluca Lake.
Oh wow. Silent Jinkies
Wait,
love it.
Jinkies. Wait a minute. I know Jinkies really well.
Oh, you
Gladys, I
do?
don't know where Gladys knows these
Oh,
places.
cool. That's
But this is
cool.
really funny. Wait, I can't because Gladys always mentions Sherman Oaks, and I'm sure Gladys has noticed that I probably talked about those places, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that Gladys looked up the places in Sherman Oaks and then identifies them here on YouTube because I go to Jinkies for breakfast in Sherman
Oh
Oaks.
wow.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Oh man. But they had some really different ideas for Little Rascals. I don't know, there's one called His Lamp. I don't know. I don't think it ever showed this one. I saw it on videotape because I used to rent some of the Little Rascal things
Oh
when I was
yeah.
in Germany, right?
Oh really?
And there was an episode I'm gonna mention. Well, I'm talking about politically incorrect. Like they had Stymie. Remember Stymie?
Yes, yeah, I was just
Yeah,
thinking that would never
yeah.
that
I
didn't even
know.
go over in my lifetime. So that was
Yeah,
it was kind of shocking, but you just watched it. You didn't think but yes, so Stymie the little boy,
yeah.
yes.
Well, he ended up. I think it was no. It's Farina. Like he ended up being growing up. He ended up being in the East Side Kids. Or
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
interesting.
Or with the Bowery Boys. I don't know if he was in the Bowery Boys,
Oh.
but he was in the East Side Kids. And they had an episode called Spooks Run Wild, right? And there's a
Mm-hmm.
part where he sees like this white spider. And he gets all scared. He said, "That's the ghost of Black Widow. Get out of here! Get out! Get out!" Like it was really
It's a
funny.
ghost of Black Widow.
Yeah, it was really
That's
funny.
pretty cute.
All that stuff, like it's really funny with like they get scared of the haunted house stuff. But there was an episode that was like Stymie and his brother Cotton, his young brother Cotton.
His name was Cotton.
Yeah, I
Gosh,
know. So I mean, I'll,
it's
I'll
so
just say laugh.
bizarre. No,
And then
Jason, nobody thinks that you're creating this. You're just commenting on it.
oh yeah, well there's a thing where he finds this lamp, and then he wish it. He says like, yeah, if you're up, a genie will come out and grant you all these wishes. And then he says he said he wants a monkey, right? And then
Uh-oh.
he says, and then monkey appears and his Cotton runs away, and then Everyone thinks that's Stymie's brother. I'm so sorry. That's so
It's
bad. See,
terrible.
that's
That's
terrible.
horrible.
I
But
know.
yeah, that's how, I mean, like, there was no sensitivity, I
No, it's not
suppose.
true back then.
Right? It's
No,
so
I mean,
bizarre. It's such a
yeah,
strange, yeah,
I
that's so
know. It was so
interesting.
strange. I
But I mean, yeah, I mean, that's how, there are a lot of, it was a different time. So,
yeah, I
people,
know. People are different though. I mean, I don't want to go into detail, but I was like one of the episodes. I was surprised though because I never saw that stuff before. And I was
yeah.
watching with Sergeant Bruce, uh, who was black
Excuse me.
in the day room. That was I watched it with one sergeant in the day room where I was
Yeah.
working, and she was black too. She says, "You know why he thinks that?" I said, "I don't know." And so because he's black. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't say anything. And
Yeah.
we both watched. We were laughing though. We both laughed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're watching. Yeah. That's
yeah,
interesting.
it is funny though. I don't know what's going on with
Mhm.
Rod. I think him and I know whenever like the thing with Rod is like everybody was happy. They came back. He was on Richards, right? Like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And
Mhm.
then the wedding thing started happening. And then it kind of went south. And then I don't know if some people are mad at him though. That's why
Well,
I'm
I mean, I think he took it seriously.
yeah,
He wasn't grasping that it was just all in good fun. And I don't think that's such a bad thing. Obviously, what you don't understand, you don't understand.
yeah.
But then he started being really disrespectful to Chloe, and it became kind of
I know.
creepy. And she got pissed. And, that's what he's gotta,
And be
in my
careful.
opinion, he needs to maintain respect for
Yeah,
her, even if whatever, you get your feelings hurt, that doesn't give you permission to be, a jerk. And
yeah,
that's where it went south.
yeah.
Excuse me.
I know he was. I know he was. I know it's do you
Yeah,
want
but
to
he
come up,
became
Pandora?
furious about ridiculous things
Yeah,
so that's when it was just like when he was mad. I don't even know who played that tape, but there was a skit that these two gals
yeah,
made, a funny little skit,
yeah,
like a Saturday Night Live skit. That's what I was trying to explain to
yeah,
him. And whoever found that tape, the two actresses were speaking in very thick Southern accents, and they were gonna go get Rodney, and they're gonna give him the what for kind of. It was just a funny skit, and he didn't understand that they're just doing a skit. They're not talking
yeah,
about
just saying.
that Rodney.
Yeah,
They're just talking about a fictitious Rodney. It's like that was not anyway. That was too bad. But that you guys all know. I know. I'm telling you, you guys were all there, right?
yeah.
Excuse me. I have a little cold too, so.
Oh,
Um,
oh yeah. I mentioned that. Oh, that's so weird though. I mean, you said Barbara Eden. I mentioned her in. Yeah, I think my VHS video, like something based off of a TV show based off of a movie, or based off a song. Oh yeah, I mentioned Embassy Night at the Movies, right? They used to have that back in the 80s. And one movie I always wanted to see was Take This Job and Shove It because they made a movie about that song by Johnny Paycheck.
Yep, I know. I know a story. I'll tell you a
Okay,
very interesting story behind the movie, but I'll
okay,
tell you privately.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, finally.
Yeah.
And then I remember
Well,
like,
I'll just tell you this. I was very, very close to the man who wrote that movie. He was
oh,
my
Johnny,
friend's father. Yes.
cool, awesome. Well,
Yeah.
a lot
No,
of the
because
Hollywood.
I grew up in the Los Angeles, so like, a lot of writers and people who are in the film
Oh,
industry.
cool.
Even if they're not like big and famous, a lot of people have sort of dipped their toe in, in writing or whatever, some kind of production. And or I used to live near like prop masters. They worked in television shows or movies, and they did the props. So you always knew somebody who did stuff like that. So yeah, that guy, I knew him really well,
Oh,
actually.
that's cool. Well, they did
Yeah.
a movie with Robert Hayes. I want to see and Martin Ball. It didn't play that long in the theater, and I can't find it anywhere. That's why I'd like to see that
I
movie.
was just watching some people do a review, like people who had never seen the movie Airplane.
Yeah,
Excuse me, and they were watching for the first time Airplane, and they were laughing. You're sort of watching the people watch it for the first
yeah,
time, and I was like, whatever happened to Robert Hayes? You just never like he made Airplane, and
yeah.
then you never really saw him. I mean, I'm sure he made some other stuff, but like not really.
Oh yeah. Sure. Oh,
Elizabeth
Montgomery. Yeah,
Montgomery.
yeah. Bewitched.
I
Yeah,
loved Elizabeth Montgomery. She looked like my
yeah,
mom, and then I loved Barbara Eden. I remember
Yes.
finding her. I was a little girl and I was in the den watching TV all by myself and I didn't know
Yeah.
what that show was. And I thought she was so pretty and I
Oh yeah.
loved her. And so I just remember watching because you kind of, you're just, when you're a kid, the perspective of those ladies, I thought they
Yeah.
were just beautiful and
Oh
sweet.
yeah.
And yeah.
Well, I remember hearing that song, Harper Valley PTA, and she actually did a show called Harper Valley PTA. I
Yeah.
saw the movie again to review it because I remember as a kid. And oh my God, she was so hot. I mean,
What, now, which one are you talking about? Barbara Eden?
Barbara
Oh,
Eden.
yeah. She was so pretty. I think she's in her 90s now.
Yeah, she's still pretty though. I mean, I
Yeah.
was always a fan of hers, but I remember oh, I Dream of Jeannie because oh, who was it? Larry Hagman was always dating these women and stuff. Oh, master, and
You
she
should call
wasn't
him
really.
Master. Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
so
mean,
weird.
all the time. I know,
Yeah. And
and
then, but
she,
like both the magic ladies,
yeah,
Elizabeth, so Bewitched
yeah,
and I Dream of Jeannie, they weren't allowed to do their magic by their
the
husbands or
husband.
masters.
I know.
I'm like, God,
Yeah,
why is he such a jerk? Why doesn't he just like, she's got magic. That's pretty
yeah,
cool. Why does he have to be so bossy? And she
I know.
was so good.
Well, the one
Like,
thing that I watched Bewitched again. There were scenes where all of a sudden, they would just pop out of nowhere, it was me, oh my God, you scared the shit out of me. Stop doing that. Give me some
I know,
warning.
can you imagine in real life? It'd be
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Mm.
Andorra, or not Pandora, but her mother, Andorra.
Oh,
I think it was,
Andorra.
yeah. Yeah, she would pop up, boop, like that. And you scared the shit out of me. Stop doing that. But I mean, that
Yeah.
wouldn't have happened though. I mean,
And then
they probably,
there was two Darrens, and there was
yeah.
Dick York
And
and
Dick
Dick
York,
Sargent, and they
Dick
were
York,
entirely different. They may have looked somewhat alike, but
yeah.
the character was like just a different guy. Who do you? I mean, to me, the first one was great. I loved him. He was so funny and goofy and like he likable. And then the
Yes.
next guy was like kind of strict and uptight,
Yeah.
really uptight.
Oh, the perfect example of that was the two Lionels. If you remember on the Jeffersons,
Yes,
the first one was so funny.
I loved the first one.
Yes, and the second was so serious, going pops,
So
pops. He
yes, he
wasn't
was
even
the
funny.
wrong dude.
Yeah, he wasn't even
Bill
funny though.
Asher was married to Elizabeth Montgomery. That's why he's saying that
Oh,
he loved.
oh,
Bill
oh, that
Asher
was
was the
yeah,
direct was he the director and the
yeah,
producer, but and he was his wife was Elizabeth Montgomery.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, I remember
interesting.
um, Barbara Lee was married to Mickey Hargitay, I think, and he was the one that played.
Oh,
He was in the Bloody Pit of Horrors, like the mass executioner.
well, all
I
right. So
think.
his daughter
Yeah,
is Mariska. What's her name? And her
Mister
mother was what was her name? Jane Mansfield, the
Jane
blonde.
Mansfield. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I remember her. She unfortunately passed away.
Yeah, she was very young. She was in a
Yeah,
very bad car accident.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there was a crazy movie called Crash. I don't know if you ever seen it.
I think I did. Who was in that?
Well, there's two different crashes. Okay, there's
Okay.
the one that won the best picture with Sandra Bullock and Brendan Fraser, about
Yeah,
Rachel. That movie, I only
that's
watched it
right.
one time, but there's some emotional stuff I can't watch again because I just start crying too hard. There's some really rough parts in there that are really sad. Do you ever see that one? That one
Yes,
best
I
picture?
did. I did see that
Yes,
one. It was intense.
that was a
You have
powerful
such
movie.
a tender heart, Jason. You
Oh,
really do. I mean, somebody, who was it? It was, what's her name? She's really sweet. A Smile for Dawn. She
yes,
played that video of,
yes. Her daughter, that little puppy.
yeah, her puppy who
Yeah,
died.
yeah,
And you were so touched. It was the
yeah,
sweetest, like I think about how
yeah,
emotional you got, and I'm like really touched
yeah, yeah.
by your tender heart.
It was the music too, and then my sister actually put something you know how they have those reels on Facebook. I know you're not on Facebook that much,
I
but
do know what you're talking about. The short, yes, I do know
yeah.
what you're talking about. Uh-huh.
Well, he was showing us something about Roddy Piper. He did something talking about Santa Claus, and the way they played this music and stuff. He said, "I know it's like not to have toys. I know it's like to have toys, but I mean, they're put you by someone who loves you and stuff." And the music they played is really got you. I mean, some of them they play the right music in
I
there.
know. Yeah, that
Yeah,
can certain
yeah, that
pieces of
really
music
yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, get under. There's certain pieces of music that do that to me. There's
Yeah.
a word for that. Not everybody experiences that. There's a word, excuse me, for that emotional. Like some people get goosebumps when they
Oh,
listen to certain pieces of music. It's called. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just read it. It's called FR. Okay, it's frisson. FR or frisson.
prisons?
FRISSON, and it's that an emotional kind of.
Yeah.
I have it. So my son and I have it where we'll like get emotional, and
Yeah.
certain pieces of music can make me, and I don't even know why. I'm like, why am I crying? I don't know. Are you
Yeah.
crying? My daughter's
Yeah.
like, no, but my son and I are like, yep, sorry. He doesn't. He's very macho, so he doesn't want me
Yeah.
to. He kind of like walks away. I'm like, okay, don't say anything, but I
Yeah.
think he's because you have that. You have that
Oh, yeah. Well, I
apparently
remember.
similar.
I think on the Tonight Show they played some from Yo Yo Ma or something like that. I was like,
Yes,
oh my god, it got to
the
me.
two
Like,
cellos. He
why
does
am
the
I
cello.
crying? Oh
Because he
no,
does that same kind of music. I saw
yeah.
him.
Oh man.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I know. I actually saw that in Germany, New Wave Hookers. That movie. Yeah, that's from the Dark Brothers. You know,
I don't know what that is. Is that I don't
it's a porno. That's
oh
what we say. Quite fan New Wave Hookers.
yeah, Darnell gets that. See,
Yeah,
it's a great I love that experience.
yeah,
And so I always call it the word longing. Like there's a certain some music gives me a sense of longing. And I don't even know what I'm longing for, but like some pieces, so there's a piece, I used to dance in ballet and I used to do a piece in the Nutcracker and it's called what's it called? Why can't I think of it right now? I need to
um,
go ask my daughter, but she's sleeping.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, we always play it. But
yeah.
there's this one piece of music, excuse me, where there's I have no idea why, but like I want to find it for you, but you're not allowed to play it on here anyway. So
No.
anyway, it just makes me cry. So I'm like what? They're like it just
Oh
always
yeah.
happens to me.
Oh, I know.
Pas d'adieu. That's what it's
I
called.
do. Oh,
Pas d'adieu.
okay.
Yes, it's a male and female piece, a duet, and it's just a dance. It's just a small, beautiful, sweet dance. And Nutcrackers played at Christmas time. And anyway, so I play it all the time just to kind of get in touch with that feeling that Darnell understands. It's
Yeah,
very cry when I hear dueling banjos.
there
You
you
do
go.
not. He's not. He's
I know. I know. I know what you're talking about, Randy Poffo. You mean Tracy Lords. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they had to re-edit all those movies out. Yeah.
Wait, what? I mean the original cut two. He knows what they edited. What's he talking about?
Yeah. Well, they had apparently someone lied about their age. This was a big scandal back in the 80s, and it
Who?
hit like the adult industry,
Oh,
It was
oh, oh,
Tracy
oh!
Lords.
I know.
Yeah,
Yes,
Tracy Lords lied about her age. Yeah, and then
Tracy Lords. Yes, I
they had to
remember that.
re-edit all those movies or get them out of circulation. Yep.
Oh, right. Yes, that was a big
Yep.
deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal. It was crazy though, but I remember hearing about that though. It's like and you hear. I mean, this was all like the regular news, and they had like interviews. I mean, it was a big thing. And then she ended up becoming a big star because of that. She was in
Oh
movies.
yeah, she used to be on like this talk date radio talk show I used to listen to that they would interview her. I don't think you know.
Oh, really?
Maybe. Do you
Yeah,
remember Mark and Brian? Did you guys know who they were? Mark and
huh.
Brian? Hmm.
Oh,
They're probably just in LA. I thought they were maybe
oh.
syndicated. I don't
Well, they might have been. I don't.
know.
I just don't remember offhand. But she was like on Roseanne in the movie The Tommy Knockers and a whole bunch of other movies and stuff. She became like a mainstream actress because of that.
Interesting. I wonder whatever happened to her.
Oh, Christy Canyon. You mean Christy Canyon? Christmas Canyon. You mean Christy Canyon? You know Christy
Miller,
Canyon.
Miller,
Oh,
M-
Christy Canyon's doing cameos too.
Miller
She's
has shown the same tendency as gay Darren. Oh God. Oh yeah, the second guy who played Darren,
yes.
Dick York, apparently was a nice guy, but like I didn't like the way he played the part. But yeah, he was gay, and
Oh, you mean Dick Sargent? Dick Sargent.
Dick Sargent. Pardon me,
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yes, Dick
Well, Dick
Sargent.
York
Yes,
got screwed up. He hurt his back really bad.
yes. Well, he was an
Yes.
opiate addict. He was an
Yeah.
opiate addict.
I saw him. I mean, I didn't see him. He was on Entertainment Tonight, and I remember like when I was in Germany at Linder was it Linderhof? And that's when they had like that's the only place in Germany where they had guard dogs as security and stuff.
Yeah, I
And
mean, apparently he was in love with Elizabeth Montgomery, and very, very much, and it freaked her
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
Go ahead,
really?
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't know that. Well, I know he was like on a wheelchair with like a ventilator stuff. It was really bad. He was in.
Yeah, yeah, poor guy. Yeah. Yep. He injured his back, I think, like, I forget how, but he did really, really badly. And that was the reason they had to replace him with the other actor.
Yeah.
He just couldn't hack it anymore. Yeah, I did a deep dive on, I used to, for some reason, a couple years ago, I was like watching clips of Bewitched all the time on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah.
And
Well, it's a great.
I loved her. She was beautiful and she just had an elegance to her
Oh
that,
yeah.
yeah, I loved her.
But it's just weird.
She was in a Twilight, pardon me, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Keep going. I mean,
She
oh, you
was
mean
in a Twilight Zone. She was in a Twilight Zone, and so was Dick York in a Twilight. Do you guys watch Twilight Zone at all?
yes,
Anybody?
yes. Well, the Agnes
Hmm.
Moorehead was in the one with the little aliens and stuff.
Yeah, she was too. You're
Yeah. Yep.
right.
Yep. Yep.
That's so funny. You're right.
Yeah.
That wasn't a great one. The one I did like the one that Elizabeth Montgomery was in. It was pretty good, but it was Charles. You just mentioned him in the beginning of our conversation. He's a very famous, tough guy.
Oh,
Um,
Charles Bronson.
yes, she was with Charles Bronson
Oh, cool.
in a Twilight Zone, and they were supposed to be like after it was just two people, and they were wandering through the streets of an
Yeah.
abandoned ghost town, and they were post-war, and she was a soldier, and they were like fighting each other, and they were trying to get food out of the stores, and then you kind of there's a plot twist because I think they're I think they're Adam and Eve. I don't remember though. I
Oh,
forget.
really?
I don't. It doesn't make any sense. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong. But
Well, they have so
this,
many episodes, so I get 'em I remember the one that really stand out. Like the one with the mannequins was really freaky though, but not too many people
I
talking about
love the
it.
one with the mannequins.
Yeah, it was so cool.
My kids and I quote that one all the time. Marsha,
Yeah.
Marsha. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was spooky. That's a
Yeah, that
good
was
one.
I like stuff like that. It's
I
such a good
love the
show.
Twilight Zone. I
Yeah.
love that show. I used to watch it every single day. Like in the summer times, I found it when I was probably 11 years old, even though it was out on forever. I started to understand, like, what is this show? I got to watch this show. And it was on twice a day in the summer times in the afternoon, like at 12 and 12:30, and then it
Oh,
was on
cool.
again at midnight and 12:30 in the evening. And I watched every single one of those episodes. It probably took me a few years because there's a whole bunch, and most of them are brilliant. There's some that are kind of dopey, but I'm
Yeah.
going to say most of them are really great mind benders in psychological thrillers, just great. I love the Twilight
Sure.
Zone.
Oh, me too. Well, they tried to bring it back a couple times. Like back in
Yeah.
the 80s, CBS had one that was on Fridays at 8 o'clock, and it was an hour long, but sometimes they'd have like 2 or 3 episodes on there.
Oh, I wish I didn't get into it. What were they good?
I thought they were pretty good. And then like I don't know, do you remember like they had a couple of different stations back in the early 2000s? They had the WB and they had UPN, right? UPN was United
Oh
Paramount
yes.
Network.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they both disbanded and became the CW. But UPN had like a
Yes.
line of
Gosh, you have such a terrific memory for
oh,
details.
thank you. But they had like Twilight Zone in the early 2000s with Forrest Whitaker hosting it. And
Oh.
they had one thing that made some headlines. They had like remember that one with that one kid, Bill Muni? I think, and
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
was
yeah,
scared of
yeah.
him.
Uh-huh.
Everyone was scared of him because he had all these powers. He could mess people up and stuff.
Yeah, he was gonna wish you into the cornfield.
Yeah. Well, there was an episode like 40 years later that they did with him, and
Well,
it was
that's good.
yeah, that was good. That made headlines though. But it was only on for like one season. And I guess when CBS did streaming, they had like a brand new Twilight Zone a few years back with
Ah.
Jordan Peele hosting it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I love him.
yeah.
But
Oh
real
yeah.
quickly, do you mind? I'm noticing the chat. I'm sorry. Guys, I
Oh
have
no.
really bad
Oh,
vision. Sometimes I don't
oh,
see very well. Okay, hold on a
okay.
second.
Oh,
But all right, hold on. My glasses are probably need cleaning. So I'm noticing what there's. Okay, Super Zero said, I wonder if he jiggled Elizabeth Montgomery's door, but
oh yeah.
that's pretty funny. So who Colonel Angus? I can't believe saying Colonel Angus is just a crack up.
Yeah.
Who dated Sherman Hemsley? Yeah, he was gay. Sherman
And then
Hemsley was.
oh, he was?
Yeah. Did you know? Yeah, he was
Oh, he
gay.
did. Oh, I did not. Why? I mean, maybe it was Dick Sargent. Maybe I don't know.
No, well, maybe. Excuse me. And then Randy said, "Remember Sybil, pardon me,
Yeah,
Sybil Shepherd. Remember Sybil with Sally Field.
yeah,
That should be required." You know what? That was one of the best acting jobs I've ever seen. Pardon me, Sally Field playing Sybil.
yeah.
It was so good. It was a made-for-TV movie, and I've watched it a few times since, just because I always try to show my kids like, watch this. They're not interested, but I am. And
Yeah.
what's really interesting about that story, excuse me, is that none of it was true. In other words, it was true that there was a person who said that they had multiple personality
Yeah.
disorder, but it turns out that, I mean, you can find a whole bunch of people who say they have that. We don't think it exists, or most sort of. I should just speak for myself. I don't think it's real. And
Oh, it's
so,
okay.
even though the movie was great and the character, she played that part so well, it's probably not a real phenomenon. It's an acting job where people just sort of take on, I have many personalities. I'm sometimes a little boy, and I'm
Yeah.
also a 90-year-old man, and whatever. It goes on and on. Just fabricated. Anyway, somebody's gonna take that and clip it and go, "What a bitch!
Oh,
What a
what a
stupid!
dick!
What
What
a
a dick!
dick!"
We said it at the same time. See, we know each other pretty
We
well.
did.
I know. Well, the weird thing is, remember you talking about like seeing stuff and then crying and stuff.
Say that again.
Remember you were talking about like seeing us, well, like either hearing music or like seeing a certain
Yes,
thing.
hearing music and it makes me cry.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
remember. You remember that Analyze This, that movie? 'Cause I
Yes.
saw that one.
Yes.
I saw one in the theater, and then I didn't see the sequel. I saw the sequel later on, but I saw the first one in the theater, and there was a scene where Robert De Niro was watching a commercial with like a father and son reuniting, and then they were hugging, and he started crying.
Yeah.
Remember? That's what
Yeah.
we would do too, and it was a big laugh in the movie. But we did that tough too. Where like my dad, he would used to watch like he'd have those commercials on TV, like they have like the best hits of like the '70s and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
then some songs would come on, he start crying and stuff. It was weird. And then
Yeah.
like on we had the Roku, and we watched stuff from
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. And my
Mm-hmm.
dad was a big fan of the Little River Band.
Oh, I like them
Yeah.
too.
And
They're
he had a 45 of the song Reminiscing. And I found a music video of that song. I started playing. My dad started crying and stuff.
Oh, so
Yeah.
your dad had a tender heart too. He'd get emotional easily
Kind
too.
of, but sometimes he wasn't the nicest guy in the world, but he had a tender heart too. I mean, as he got
Mm-hmm.
older, he was more like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
As he
Yep.
got older, 'cause I think as we get older, we get more, I don't know, more worrisome about stuff.
Sometimes we mellow out. Sometimes people mellow out with age.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, yeah.
always, but
Yeah.
yeah. When I was pregnant, or not pregnant, I think not when I was pregnant, when I had babies, every time I had a baby, I would get really, really tender, and I would be like watching a Pampers commercial, and I'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh gosh, this is making me so emotional," like cry. It's stupid. But it's
You
like
know?
it's chemical, or you have all these sort of
Yeah.
rush of hormones, and also
Yeah.
just anyway, and probably whatever for whatever reasons, you're at home with a baby, and
Yeah.
that's all you do ever. It's just you and that baby, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
a stay-at-home mother, so that went on for years and years and years and years of my life, just doing that. So I got really attached, and those. Then you watch like a mother and a baby in a commercial, and I just fall apart.
I know.
It's just so emotional.
Well, just like I mentioned a movie to Miller and stuff like that because he was talking about like how would anyone watch Red One. And I was thinking about a movie I saw a long time ago. It was really powerful called Savior with Dennis Quaid. And that movie was very emotionally powerful. You cry a lot in that one. That's on Tubi TV. I can share you a
Hmm.
link if you want to see
Okay.
it.
Wait, real
It
quickly, Randy.
yeah,
He wrote Urine Geller. He
yeah,
meant Uri
it's
Geller.
Yuri Geller. Yeah,
He was Jewish. Geller's a Jewish name. Of course he was Jewish. I never thought of that. That guy was a quack.
right. He was.
Well, I mean, the telekinesis is bullshit. It's not real. So, but I remember people talking about him, or I've seen it. I've probably seen him on YouTube. I've, watched people who claim to be able to just bend spoons with their minds, or whatever, even just any sort of, speak to people who've died. So, no, he wasn't real. That then he was just, he was anyway. I'm sure he knows that.
Oh, I know. Well, that's cool.
Miller does use telekinesis.
Oh yeah.
Miller claims to. Do you guys remember when he said that what was the word he used? He
Teleported? Yeah.
teleported into, and Super Serial was at some, I don't know. He mentioned that he was staying
Yeah.
on a business trip at a motel room. And so Miller teleported and we always talk about this, but it cracks me up. He teleported into Super's motel room and told us that the walls were blue. And just why would he go to why would he go to a guy's motel if you could
I don't know.
teleport and you were a dude? Wouldn't you like go to like somewhere else other than Super Serial's
Yeah.
motel room? For gosh darn tootin' sake. This is so funny.
Well, yeah. Well, he did that video. Did you see a video he did for Glowy today? Did I mention it?
I don't know that I did see it. I
Yeah, the
was working.
lightsaber one. 'Cause I know he did a lightsaber one. Then Spoof did one with Harley with a lightsaber fighting Miller, but that was like AI. It was pretty funny. You guys see the cat like shaking with the lightsaber. It was kind of funny and making faces.
That's pretty funny. I
Yeah.
gotta see that. Miller. Wait, Kinski and Marilyn Monroe and every wait, I had issues with Kinski.
You mean Klaus Kinski? I was a big fan of his acting, but I guess he was incredibly tough to work with.
Miller grew up on the side of the road in a neon. What who's
I
coming up with this?
don't know.
I don't know what this means.
Oh, fine.
Palmistry?
I
Oh,
don't know. I don't
palmistry.
think so.
Palmistry. Like they do palm. Okay, I've never heard that. Yeah. Well, probably so. Super serious. Why do you write that air about my nuts? I can't believe that he's funny until he goes, "Ugh, you guys are
Oh,
so
oh
grody."
God. Oh God.
Miller was probably checking me out. Yeah, Miller was like,
Uh,
I could teleport, and I went into Super Serial's bedroom. Like, why? Why wouldn't you go in some like pretty lady's bedroom if you
well,
could actually do that? Let's just go with that.
that's what I would do. That would be nice if you could do. I would like you could like be like in Star Trek. You could like teleport to any.
Yes, that's what I think of
That'd be a
teleporting in
lot.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be a
Or
cool thing to be able to do.
at least you get a little bit of a warning because you see the sound, you see them like materialize, not like in Bewitched, you like they pop right up there and like I was like, will you stop doing that? That would scare the crap out of me. They never focused on that because there was like yeah,
There's an episode where Tabitha, so her mother has a new baby and Adam, and
yeah,
she's too busy to take Tabitha to the park, and she can't whatever she wants more ice. She's just not able to like be just her mommy because she's has a new baby, and Tabitha's really sad, and she makes a wish that she had a better mommy.
oh
she
wow,
and Tabitha, the actress, she appears and she looks identical to Samantha, but she's like the perfect mommy. And she said, I'll take you to the park. And she goes with this fake mother it's just a crack. 'Cause I always think like that is so interesting because I think we all kind of crave like that mother who would do you can have as many cookies as you
yeah,
want. Let's go to the park again and play all day, and you don't have to go to school. It's one of those, I always think about that episode. Like this
uh,
perfect mother who indulges all of your desires, and then you end up not feeling good and
yeah.
just
Well,
not
they
taken
did.
care of.
Well, they did movies like that in the early '90s. They did like North was a horrible movie, like a guy who wanted to divorce his parents and then shop for new parents. They made a
Oh.
couple movies like that. There was a movie called Milk Money where, like, I guess their dad was lonely or something like that. His mother passed away or something. So the kids raised a bunch of milk money to hire a hooker to go out with his dad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was a family movie too, believe it or not.
Wow. Did you ever
Yeah.
see that? Did you ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I never watched the show. I never saw it 'cause we didn't have HBO at the time.
Well, it's a good show. You could still find it
No.
if you have cable. But anyway, there's an episode where he So Larry David is going to the
Yeah.
Dodger game, and traffic in LA is pretty notoriously bad.
Yeah.
Often going to Dodger games, you can't get there on time because you have to go through just the high freeway hell. And so he's in really bad traffic, and he's going to the Dodger game, and he wants to get there faster, but he wants to go in the, I don't know if you guys have this, but the carpool lane. Do you know what that is? A
Yeah.
carpool lane?
Yeah.
So you need more than one person. So he picks up a prostitute to
Oh
get
wow.
to get into the carpool lane, and it is one of the funniest freaking episodes, and
Oh wow.
and she's hysterical, and he takes her to the game, and they're arguing over I don't even know what they're arguing about. It's just so funny. But now that I'm telling you that, there's a documentary on Netflix a couple years ago, maybe 3 4 years ago, of this guy who was sent to prison for murder,
Yeah.
and he was a Latino guy, and he was supposed to have killed, I forget exactly what the crime was, but he kept saying, I wasn't there, I didn't do it, it wasn't me, I didn't do it, and they didn't believe him, and they sent him to prison.
Oh man.
And he told his attorney, the attorney said, well, where were you? Say you weren't there, where were you? And he said, I was at the Dodger game. And it just so happened that I forget exactly how they came upon this, but they found out they could prove that he was actually at the Dodger game, because in that Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm, excuse me, episode, the
Oh
camera
wow.
scanned the bleachers, the people in that gigantic Dodger Stadium, and sure enough, there he is in Dodger Stadium when the murder took place, and he got out.
That is something else. That's pretty amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I know. And then I think early next month they got a thing on Netflix about the Jerry Springer show coming out. That might be interesting.
Yeah, that could be, well, like just talking about what it was, or
Yeah, what happened, stuff behind the scenes and stuff, just like the Vince McMahon story. Yeah, that's not.
hmm.
Well, they did one about American Gladiators, which I thought was fascinating. I saw that too on Netflix.
I'm sorry, American Gladiator, is that what you said?
Yeah, American Gladiators.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
never
they
watched
did.
that.
Oh, I like that. I love that show. Well, that came out when I was in the Army. And I remember in Fort Bragg, I used to wake up at 6 o'clock to watch that show, and then I think at 7 o'clock the chow hall was open. So I mean on the weekends, because I mean on weekdays you were working, so you had to go whatever your schedule was. And at 7 o'clock you get there early, and you get have yogurt for for breakfast. Because you had to get there really early to get the yogurt, because they didn't have that much. I don't know why.
Wow.
Though. That was pretty good. I love yogurt.
I do too. I eat yogurt every day.
Oh, it's so good. I haven't
That's
had it in a
good.
while. I should get some more.
Yeah,
Do you like?
I eat low carb yogurt. That's how I eat yogurt. I don't eat with no sugar in it because I don't
Oh
eat
yeah.
that many carbs. Yeah.
Well, I remember. I like. You know what's tough to find? Yogurt has pineapple in it. So good.
I love pineapple.
Yeah, me
I love
too.
fresh pineapple. Fresh
Yeah.
pineapple. Such a good experience.
Oh hell yeah! I got to meet. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh, just me. All right, you guys, what should we do? Jason left. Everybody, we got to do something to shock him. Oh, wait, Winston's toy is here. Hold on a second. Okay, so what's going on? Make me laugh. The lament of the wee stack, a sad tale. What does that mean? So small. The lament of the wee stack. Oh, you're talking about the TV show? What is that? I don't know what you're talking about, Randy. What are you talking about? Wait, oh no, that's Darnell. Your avatars have a similar color, and I'm very I have very bad vision, and this time of night I can't tell one from the other. No, we're speaking in filth code. Oh my gosh. I don't speak filth code. You guys
So,
chime in.
let me
You'll
see.
never know, Dana. You'll
Oh.
never know.
Oh wow. Oh, it's so good. Oh wow, that's just something else.
Filth
They
code.
they had, what was it? God, there's something I was gonna say. I can't remember now. Oh, do you know Larry David? He was on that show Fridays.
Was
Did you
he?
ever watch?
I
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it was the show Fridays. He was on there. There was some people that I never saw again. I mean, there was like Michael Richards was on there. Melanie Chardoff, who was on Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Rich Hall was on. I was a big Rich Hall fan. I don't know what happened to him. I can't remember. There's other people. Rick Mayo was in there, and that guy that was in. Remember that Jekyll and Hyde Together Again? That was pretty funny. You ever see that movie? Oh, let me see if I can find that. Oh, Filth Code. Oh shit. During magazine, we're gonna make all rich in case of apocalypse. Yeah, I think something happened with Dana. She got booted off or something. I didn't boot her off. Now, one quiet. Usually, if something happens, if someone doesn't reply to you, unless they're muted, since she wasn't muted, though, I probably did. I probably did. I probably bored Dana. I probably did. I gotta find that thing of Fridays to show Dana. I know he was on the show. He looked really haggard on that show too. Let's see. Let's see. Fridays. Let's look up Fridays. Not the song Friday. That's Friday. Friday happening on a Friday. Yeah, Fridays was right here. Yeah, Larry David. He looked terrible in the show. See, that's Larry David right there with the glasses. Oh shit! I can't. Hold on. It helps if I highlight it. Let me see. Let's see. I'll put the thing down in a second. You see, I'm going to show us to Dan when she comes back up. See, Larry David is right there. You see Michael Richards right there. Larry David's right behind him with his crazy hair. Some of those people you don't see anymore. Melanie Chardoff was in Parker Lewis Can't Lose. I always thought she was incredibly attractive. You know, she was the main newscaster on the show. But that's Larry David with the crazy hair, right behind Michael Richards. Oh, regular 10. Oh, 10:20. Oh yeah, I thought I had it in her Discord. Yeah, let me put the link back there. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I know. She's always welcome. Okay, here she goes. There you are.
I don't know what I did. I touched the phone.
Oh,
And then I was my picture was still up there and I was like, how do I get that? I
I
don't even know
know.
how I couldn't get it back because I don't know this phone yet. But anyway,
It
maybe
drops off.
someday, some year far, far away, I will understand how to use an iPhone. Yeah. So what happened? What did I miss?
Oh, I wanted to show you Larry David. There's a picture from Fridays. That's right. You know
Oh,
where Michael Richards is right there, right above him with the crazy hair.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
Larry David.
yeah.
That's Larry David right
That's
there.
pretty funny.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's pretty
I
funny.
probably doesn't. He probably regrets having hair like that. And then Melanie Chardoff right next. Some of the people I haven't seen in forever though. I haven't seen them since the show. You know, but it's pretty cool though. Oh, kind of like
Kind of like
Diane.
Diane and Cheers.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that I have that sort of
Oh
energy.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
really
that
like
something's wrong.
Diane and Cheers. Yes. I read Shakespeare and by the way, I just ordered Leaves of Grass. It just
Right.
keeps got shipped. Yeah, it's somebody's Christmas gift, but it's Walt Whitman because
Oh
yes,
wow.
I am Diane and Cheers. Yeah,
What?
my son's getting that. He doesn't know it. That's a really great book. It's one of my
Oh
favorite
cool.
books. It's Walt Whitman's collection of his poems. So yeah, there's that. I guess so.
Yeah. Well, there's that. Well, as opposed to Slim Whitman. Slim Whitman was different. You know.
So one of Walt Whitman's lines that I love, it's so simple and
Yeah.
so beautiful. We were together, I forget the rest.
Oh really?
It's like
No,
a
I
just
mean,
a it's just such a romantic
yeah,
that's like all I remember is we were together. That's all
yeah,
that matters. I don't know what we did, but we were together. I forget the rest. I
yeah.
like that.
Like you had me at hello, something like that.
Yeah,
Similar.
kind of like that, but much
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He was gay. Walt Whitman was
He
gay. And
was. Oh, I didn't know it.
during a time that, that was really frowned upon. But he was
Yeah.
really like this rugged American poet. You can look him up. He wrote some of the most beautiful lyrics and poems, also lyrics, and they use some
Yeah.
of his
Yeah.
words and put them in music. But
Oh wow,
he's really, really something. He was so good.
that's cool. I mean, but the one thing about asking someone's orientation that's not good. You might get lectured by someone.
Who will lecture
Remember?
you? No, who did somebody lecture?
You
Wait,
know, the,
remind me.
oh, okay. I'll put it in private chat. The- Remember?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Oh, I remember that. Did he say? All right, what a dork.
That
So
was
if
the
you say
last
to
live
some,
stream.
oh, they were all right. Oh, because
Yeah,
he's so full of shit. Whatever.
yeah. That when I
I
was,
do. I got a
yeah,
sense of that. It's just he's trying to impress somebody who's into that. So whatever her thoughts are,
I know,
he'll mirror for good
I know.
whatever it takes, good measure. But it doesn't. It's all it's
Yeah,
told by an idiot, filled with sound and fury. This
yeah.
is the
Mirror,
line I use
mirror
all the
on the
time. It's
wall.
from filled with sound and fury and signifying nothing. So yeah, I mean, look, there's not look. What's really interesting
Yeah.
to me is if you
Oh
ask
yes.
somebody what their orientation is,
Yeah.
there anybody would frown upon that as though that were the wrong thing to do,
Yes.
because anybody who's open to other people's preferences, sexual preferences, would be cool with that too. What's the big freaking deal? Like,
Yeah.
just be, why is that a taboo subject? It isn't.
I know.
And if sort of criticize somebody for just talking about the subject, it's just the counter, it's the opposite. The fear
Yeah.
mongering doesn't come from just simply talking about a subject like transgender or transsexuality or homosexuality. That wouldn't it be sort of ideal to be able to talk about it with anybody all the time, the way we talk about recipes? That too is, but sort of shaming somebody for even bringing up the possibility that somebody's transgender is such a, it's the
Yeah.
ridiculousness is not lost on any of us. It's virtue signaling, and
I
it's,
know.
again, it's a tale told by an idiot.
Yeah. It was something else. These are dark souls.
These are dark souls. Well, they are dark souls. Like, what? Maybe
But,
consider, don't maybe
these
put
are
some
dark
light in
souls.
your souls, dudes. Quit sort of
Yeah.
virtue signaling and showing us how terrifically
Yeah.
amazing your spirits are, because
Yeah.
you interested in the children. Maybe really show up for people and
Children.
be somewhat
Yeah.
flexible for other people's, or whatever,
Yeah.
just being, maybe all people. Maybe consider that, except for like psychopaths, but they're rare and few and far between.
Yeah. Definitely. So crazy.
It's just so nutty. I'm telling you.
I know. It's very nutty.
They're
Nutty,
so
but
full of the stuff that made the grass grow greener.
yeah.
That's what they are. There's nothing there.
I
There's
don't
some
know.
people who have some. I don't mind if people think
Yeah.
entirely different than me. Like, actually,
Yeah.
it's a good thing. Like, you think that this is a good thing, and I think that's a terrible thing. Let's talk about it. Like, to me, that's an interesting conversation. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying here. Excuse
I
me.
don't know. I
Excuse
don't mind.
me for living.
Excuse me for living. And then you know what this needs a little more saying. Knock knock knocking on heaven's door.
Heavens.
I
That was pretty funny. You got to admit, that was pretty clever. I don't even know where that came from. Like, hey,
don't know.
look at
Joy,
that.
you just
Knocking.
need more singing. Like Daniel, stop singing. You know what we need?
Yes,
We
she's
need
not a
more
good
singing.
singer, but she
I
likes
love
to
the singing.
sing. Let her
I know. I
sing.
like the singing though. Yes,
My daughter tries to,
people.
like, she's like, okay, let's try that again. And I'm like, all right, let's sing, because she can sing beautifully.
Yeah,
So I tried again, and she's like, yeah, that's just not it. You're just not hitting this. All right, let's try it again.
yeah. It's so silly. No, I like the singing stuff. It was pretty good.
What's
And what?
Randy talking about? Imagine those guys in prison not giving them back. Give them back. Where does that come
I don't
from?
know. Hey,
Just give them. Oh, I know. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of Sacha Baron Cohen, where he is playing. Oh God, who's he playing? He's playing some guy who's
Borat or
talking to. He's talking to the guy who's at the time, like, very important figure in Israel, and then another very important figure in some place that's in feuds with Israel. And I don't. Was it Egypt?
Remember Borat? Was
Was
it
it Borat? I don't
Borat?
think it was. I don't think it was Borat. Oh, here.
Well, I mean, he did Borat. He did Bruno. I
Yeah.
never
Oh,
saw
all
Bruno.
those guys, they're great. I love.
Yeah, I
He's
never
he's
saw
one of the
Bruno.
funniest guys I've ever seen. Ever. He's so good. He's shocking. Like when he was playing. What was the first guy's name? You just said his name, not
Oh,
Bruno. The
Borat,
first
Borat.
Borat. That was one of the because nobody knew who he was, and they're all just going along with it. And you're kind of uncomfortable, but you're kind of like, show yourselves.
Yeah,
That's it. Let's do it. Show yourselves. It's just great. I loved it.
yeah. I never saw Bruno though. I know of it though, but I
Yeah,
saw
Bruno wasn't as good. The character was good because he had a TV show um we used to watch years ago, my then husband and I. And we
Ollie
used to
G.
watch, yes.
I
And
never
I
saw
remember
it though, but it's
he
good.
showed
I
me that
yeah,
show, and I remember laughing so hard. I thought, well, I don't think I'm going to breathe again. Like I'm just laughing
yeah,
so hard. But he interviewed the people who didn't know who he was, and he was
yeah,
Ali G, and he's talking in this sort of like ghetto
yeah.
British. I don't even know what he's supposed to be, but he's just freaking hysterical. And he interviewed um, Buzz Aldrin, the
Yeah.
astronaut, and he kept calling him Buzz Lightyear. And it
Almost like
was,
it.
and he's like, "How do? Just tell me what about? Do you think we'll ever go to the sun?" It was just ridiculous. And Buzz Aldrin is like getting irritated, like. What's the matter with you? What kind of question is that? No, we can't walk in the sun, which is funny as hell
Well, you
because
know
they
what he?
don't.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what he should have said back to him, right? About are we going to go to the sun? I said, and he said the trick is to go there at night. You have to worry about it.
That's good, right? Because it's not as hot.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
great. That's great.
That's
You
dark out.
walk around, you'd be fine. Maybe
I
a
know.
little sunscreen and
Yeah,
maybe a hat. You'll be
yeah,
fine. And some
exactly.
good shoes.
Yep, exactly. Exactamundo, my dear Danarito.
Oh, Dana Rito sounds
Danarito.
so
Danarito.
wonderfully cultured. I love it.
It's silly.
I'm like a real Italian kid.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that you don't know Ito is not is that more like Spanish? What is it?
I
Is
don't know.
Spanish?
Yeah, it's great.
I think it's like burrito. What is that? Right. It's not
Yeah,
Italian, it's
Danarito. I
Spanish.
just made that up. Or like my little chimichanga.
Chimichanga. Yeah,
I had one of
that's
those.
funny.
Um, I learned the hard way that sometimes don't watch certain movies whenever you're going to eat. Because I remember watching, getting like a chimichanga, and there was a movie called Blue Monkey, right? And it
Uh-huh.
was a really obscure movie about like giant ant people and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
there was like I this guy like gets this whole guy gets there's like this exotic plant and there's a thorn on there. He gets poked by it. And all of a sudden he throws up this like weird looking slug type thing. And I looked just like my chimichanga. I was like, oh God, we shut this off so done eating. Can we start watching
I
Spike?
love your memory. I'm just curious. Do you remember, television shows or movies, the details from when you were a little boy? Were you good then
Sometimes.
about this? I bet you
Well,
do.
I remember watching Willy Wonka, the Gene
Yeah,
Wilder one.
it's a
It
great
was
movie.
yeah, I didn't know the date, and then on Wikipedia they said it first aired back in 1974 at NBC,
Really?
and I was freaked out by the tunnel scene though.
Yeah, it was scary. It was supposed
Yeah,
to be. Yeah, it was
well,
really scary.
I told Molly Golightly about that because she was talking about Willy Wonka. I said, yeah, the tunnel scene freaked me out. I said, oh, James, you should be freaked out by that. You
When
know
did
what I
you
mean?
talk to her? Recently?
I mean not in person, but on her live stream.
No, I thought that, but I mean recently?
Yeah, I mean that was like. Well, I talked to her today. She was feeling sick. I said, "I hope you're feeling better." She said, "Thank
Are
you."
you serious? You talked to her today? I haven't talked to her in forever.
Yeah, well, I mean just in the chat and stuff.
No, I didn't think, did you go knocking on her
Yeah,
door
no,
or
no.
jiggling
Yeah,
her door
I did
handle for
see her door
gosh
hit.
darn
Well,
tootin's
she's in
sake?
Hershey, PA. She's
Yeah,
in
she's in
Pennsylvania
Hershey.
now. Yep.
Yep.
Why? She changed her name to
Go harder.
Well, it was Go Harder, then she changed to the Pug or something like that.
Oh, she
After,
had a pug. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's what she changed it to. And then I don't know, her and Bullhorn Betty are fighting and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I think most of her content is about that, right?
Well, somewhat. Well, she talks a lot. I mean, I might just pop in and say something. The one thing is, she was talking about Cobra Kai, and she's a big fan of the show. And I said, like, she has to. They had like the last another 5 episodes dropped earlier this month. She says that at the end of the show. I said there's supposed to be another 5 more episodes coming up next year. And she kept that highlighted for a while
Hmm.
on the thing when she pressed the button where you can highlight stuff like this, right on here, which I thought was kind of cool. I mean, I don't really know her and stuff like that, but I say hi her every so often. I know her.
She blocked me a few months ago and
Oh,
hi
she did.
Marissa. And she went,
Uh,
Dana, a little bit. I don't want you in here. I'm not in the mood for you. And I was kind of like, oh no, no.
well, I
Let
guess she
me
was on.
back. I need to exist. I want to bother you.
You're you're sweetums,
I'm
but
nobody
you're so
without.
silly. You know what? You're just silly like I am. That's what you know. I think works a lot. You know what made me laugh today really bad?
What?
I remember I always made when the pets wear costumes have like arms and legs on them. It's so funny.
Wait, what? Say that
Or
thing again. The peck. The what? What?
pet, pets wear costumes have arms and legs on them.
The what costumes?
Pets wear like Halloween costumes or
Oh,
whatever.
pets. Okay, now I'm getting
Pets,
you.
pets,
Okay,
pets.
yes,
Yeah,
they have the arms and legs. Got it, got it.
yeah. They're
Yes, it's very
so
cute.
funny
It
when
is
they're
very
walking
funny.
stuff
I
like
know it's
that. That makes
ridiculous.
me laugh so bad. Well, they have ones like Chucky where they have like a knife. You see the dog running. It's just so
Do you
silly.
think
It makes
what
me laugh.
other animals besides humans are interested this is a question for all of you. Excuse me. What other animals besides humans are interested in visual beauty with your eyes? Because I don't think of like can you think of any other species?
I'm trying to think. What about like well they said like the peacocks they have like their tails they help
Yes.
to attract the male, I think.
Yeah. Well, the males do that. The males are the ones
Oh, the
who.
males, okay, the males that's for
Right,
peacock.
and I was thinking birds. I
Oh,
think
bird,
all
okay.
species, most species of birds, the males are beautiful. They're very
Yeah.
colorful, and it's how they win their mate.
Oh, okay.
And I guess that's sort of, it's not too different from humans. I mean, what would beauty be for? Here, I'm sorry, I just think things about this all the time.
No, it's
So I'm
okay.
with Winston. I think Winston's the cutest. He's super.
Yeah, he's a sweetie.
And Miller is here rather.
Right, Miller?
Yeah, I was thinking like Winston to me is like the cutest little fella I've
Yeah,
ever seen. But I was thinking even my cats are really pretty and I don't think that's ever occurred to, they don't think like that. They don't think about physical beauty. They're they're interested in scent, even gross scents. They're interested in scents that are sort of
yeah.
disgusting. But but so yeah, so I think I was thinking, well, birds are interested in beauty, but so what would be the reason humans are interested in beauty,
Yeah.
like beyond like art, but like physical beauty? What do you suppose the reason is for that?
I don't know. Mm. I mean, what animals and stuff are not humans, but animals and stuff.
Well, why did we evolve to see, beauty in other people? Like, why would that be important for evolution?
Oh, because like I don't know. Usually, if you see someone that's attractive, you might want to mate with them.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think right. Yes, yes.
yeah,
And I think that, I mean, like, I think if somebody's attractive, it probably indicates that she or he is,
yeah,
going to make healthy babies.
yeah.
And
Well, let me go see. Well, Miller did a
anal,
poll
your
about me.
sister anal.
Yeah, August.
That's pretty funny. Oh my God, that's pretty funny stuff.
Let me see if I Miller did a poll about me. I gotta see what it is now. Okay, here we go.
Come up, Pandora. I would love to have you.
Hey,
I'm
come
not
on
going to
up,
stay very
Pandora.
long.
I
So
asked. Yeah, let me look up Miller real quick.
I
Let
should
me see what it posts.
introduce you to my sister anal.
I know.
Oh
It's
God.
gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. He said he did a post about me. No offense. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what he did. Oh gosh.
Are you gonna play it, or did he give
Okay.
you permission? Is it gonna
Oh,
be
oh no,
critical
it's
of?
just a poll. I think I'm allowed to play the poll.
Oh, a
Oh, so
poll.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, poll should be okay. Not a video though. I mean, I wouldn't do it without someone's permission. I think a poll would be all right.
Well, if it's about you, I'd say screw it. I'm gonna play this and then do it.
I like he did one about. Oh yeah,
Show us. Can you do
yeah,
that, or how you
yeah,
can't just?
yeah. Okay, okay. What
Okay.
should I get Jason for Christmas? A McRib sandwich, pedicure gift card, new dinnerware, or a box full of noodles. I don't know. Oh God! And then he did one for Pandora too.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Wait, let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of dickish. Just is.
And then he did one for you too. You want ready?
Yes, let's see it. Bring
Okay.
it. All right. What should I give Dan a little bit for Christmas? A big Yoda doll, a soundproof face mask, a banana adult toy. What a dork. A one-way ticket to Mexico. That's pretty funny. No. Let's see. I gotta think about it. What do I need? Hold on. Do, do, do. I don't know how to. Hold on a second. Let me see. What did I?
I don't know. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry, Pandora. Oh, no, I didn't read yours out loud, Pandora.
can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, hon.
Okay, I don't know how to get back to the chat. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Okay, hold on. No, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm not reading it out loud, Pandora. You want to come up, Pandora? I dropped the link before. What's this thing at? Hold on. Okay, this. Yeah. I guess I'd take a rib sandwich, though. The big rib sandwich would be okay. Oh,
He is
thank
respectful. He's very
Oh,
respectful.
thank you, Peter. Yeah, I didn't read it. 'Cause I felt, no, I better not read it. But you can come up if you want to, Pandora. I mean, if you
Yeah,
can.
it's interesting. Like the male birds, you can look up really interesting
Yeah,
videos about them doing not only looking beautiful in their gorgeous feathers, colorful feathers, but they do like there's certain species that do dances and they make beautiful patterns like certain fish do too, I suppose maybe for the same reason. Anyway, this is just stuff my brain goes to all the time.
Oh, and Harley's beating Miller in a lightsaber fight. That's Spoof's cat fighting Miller with a lightsaber right there. She spoofed it.
Oh.
That's pretty fun.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah,
No,
then
Miller,
Kitty.
you get it wrong. Miller, you get it wrong. When you go after one, especially if you go after a female
Yeah,
who, what you're doing with Pandora, for example, it's cutting. It's too personal and if she's kind of expressing discomfort, in your joke, then it's not funny. So it's not that it's that you're not funny, but you often your jokes are aimed to hurt.
yeah.
Right. And I suppose you could say the same thing about Biff.
Oh,
He does go after you, and I don't know what the history is for you and Biff, why that keeps happening. But I think you going after particularly women, um, and like right here and now, it just happened now. She said, "Please don't read that out loud." It's clearly making her uncomfortable,
yeah,
and you and she were once friends. So wouldn't
yeah.
it be the honorable thing to do to remove something that would actually wound somebody who was once your friend?
It's weird though because I didn't see that till after I showed the video. After I showed the post, I didn't see she said don't read it out loud. I didn't see that until then. But no, if I had a choice, I'd probably pick the McRib sandwich.
Do you see what Super just wrote?
All right, like the
At least Miller hasn't messed up the gene pool like the Dark Souls
oh,
have. You know what? We
yeah,
should stop calling them the frickin' poo poo ditch because I can't say it. It grosses me out
oh,
because I hate that.
oh,
But I can call them the Dark Souls.
yeah. Well, I
Like
just said it. Yeah.
that's what they are. It's
Why?
true.
Yeah. Well, I did the whole thing. I started the whole thing with enemy camp. I think that's pretty. That's what I said in the military.
Yeah,
Oh,
Miller, here's the thing. You come into the room where we are all chatting and offend in real time in this moment, and then expect us to sort of hold your hand and go, "That's okay, Miller. Don't you worry now." So what Biff does differently than you is he's very removed from the social, the outing, the together. He's not, sort of powwowing with us, but you expect to powwow with us after insulting a few of us. It's where you get it wrong because nobody's sort of sitting with you and saying, "Hey, come join the powwow, sit by the fireside with us," because you wound people who are sitting here. Miller just peed the pool. Ah.
oh my God. You know
But
what's
I
weird?
agree. Miller is not, he's not as mean as the people
No,
who
no,
are,
he's not.
there's some people who are truly vicious. I don't
Yeah,
think he is that guy. I just don't think he's
no.
getting this. This is why you're coming into the room chatting with us and then saying, "Look what I did. I did this thing making fun of you and talking about butt plugs." We're not going to go, "Well, that's adorable." I mean, if you never hung out here as Miller, maybe you came in here as, I don't know, knocking on Heather's door channel, then we kind of wouldn't understand that you were one and the same dude. But we know who you are, and you've just gotten through. Just come out of in that moment being insulting in a pretty insidious way. So you're not sort of welcome to just kind of hang because you do that.
Oh. Hi, Pandora.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey,
Doing
sweetie
good,
pie.
doing good. I'd go for a McRib sandwich if I had to pick one of those things that he put on his for me. You know, actually sounds good.
Chicks beat him up at the casino.
Uh,
So Miller and I do this every week for about a year now. Where I go, Miller, you don't understand how you like the impact you make, and then he makes a video, or he does a video like, Dana Little Bish, I can't believe this cat lady, and she comes in there and but then he kind of sort of can't get off of how awful I am, and then comes back in and says, "Hey,
No, don't let him talk to you like that, Dana.
I'm not letting him talk to this. Is
Let,
his
let him
all his doing."
said.
no,
I mean, I don't know. It's just like you just said, Dana. He he's really wanting attention. I don't know why, but oh, it was all three of us. I was in the chat, you two on panel, and then he wants to come back in here and act like he's our friend or whatever he wants to be, I guess. And while he's taking jabs at us,
Yes, exactly.
that's
He's
so
taking. It's always
really.
he's not but Miller. In terms of like gray matter, you are not. There's not much cooking there, like some other people on YouTube, because we keep explaining to you, hey, you're coming in here and you're being a dick. And so you're going, what did I do? Well, you were just a dick just now. Like you're dicking around with a bunch of us. So I mean, actually, I don't mind I think he's funny in a sort of pathetic way. Sorry, but that's what I think.
See, it could be offensive, like what he
yeah,
did put up about me, but
yeah.
really, it what it done for me. It really just reminded me how far I've come, how much I've overcome too. So, and evidently, he still thinks about it. So,
You have come extraordinarily far. I watch you and I'm amazed. Once it wasn't that you were more sensitive, it was that you allowed yourself, like me, to be reactive to your sensitivity. Like that's the greatest work is to, buckle that down and say, hey, that hurt, but I don't have to, sort of cause more damage because there's discomfort. Like that you've done some amazing.
I really have worked a lot. And
Yes, you
Yeah,
have.
yeah, you done good, Pandora.
what'd you
It's
say?
weird. You did good, but it's weird though because you said please don't read that out loud. I didn't see it till after the fact. I'm glad I didn't.
Okay,
I
that's
didn't
okay.
see it. Yeah, I
Did you
did.
read it out loud? I didn't hear you.
No, I did it. I did. I did it.
No, he didn't. I didn't even see it either. I can't see
I
very well.
wouldn't be mad if you did. I just
No, I didn't read that
don't
loud.
read. don't read Dana's out loud either. That's
I
just
didn't read Janice out
so
loud.
immature.
Yeah.
And I never was okay with Biff myself, but you know, what can you do? You know what I mean? Right.
Well, it's like hanging out with a 5-year-old who does, really immature, goofy antics and has temper tantrums and then does it again, no matter how many times we kind of go, hey, little 5-year-old boy, you're acting like a turd. Knock it off. It's at least a 5-year-old. Listen, I used to teach kindergarten. They're capable of learning and changing behaviors. And that's where they are sort of, they're worthy of great praise because they change. And so when a person doesn't change time and time again, no matter how much, feedback or even criticism from people who are, you know, sort of impacted by bad behavior, your unwillingness to change anything is so telling about your narcissism. It's just that's what you do, and you aren't willing to change that. No, I'm not diagnosing him dorky Dory with narcissistic personality disorder. That's an altogether different phenomenon. I'm just talking about a trait. Narcissism is an adjective like selfishness, but you're self-centered. You behave like a jerk, and then he's right. Super Serial just said, and then play victim. Like, seriously, there's no victim here. You are not the victim here. You're the perpetrator.
And right, and I haven't blocked Miller one time from Jason's room, not once. You know that, Jason. He was telling people that I had blocked him in here 20 times or something. I don't even pay attention to him. The only reason I can see him in here is because I have a wrench. I have him blocked.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a wrench, I wouldn't even see him.
Yeah.
He's blocked.
So even right now, this comment he just made, this is how it always goes. Now he's going to criticize, he's going to try to humiliate Jason as though Jason somehow or another is not being,
Well,
manly.
Jason is offensive too. All three of us are.
Yeah.
And I mean,
of course that Jason's is offensive. He's mostly only offensive. I'm
more upset that he done you and Jason that way. Me, I don't care what he thinks about me. I really don't.
Because he doesn't actually think any of these things that he says anyway. He's like a little baby boy who got his feelings hurt and he's going to have a temper tantrum and drop ugly picture of you, Dana, little bish. Like, that's what he does. He's not even kindergarten material. He's 4. Let's just go with that. It's okay. And, maybe one day he'll mature to kindergarten level and everything will be better.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, that's me and Santa Claus. Oh, shit. I screwed that
That's
up.
true too, Super. That's true. Super ignored me yesterday, Dana.
Again?
What the heck, Fire Super
Yeah.
Cereal, did you
Ignored
do?
me. I thought, what have I done? I said hi to him in some places and he just ignored me.
What?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I bet there's a good reason. He's very fond of you.
I'm fond of him too. It's Jason's room. Jason, guess what? This is what made me commit. I forgot. You're going to kill me, though. I forgot. I ate a McRib.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so good.
Oh, I love the McRib. That's awesome.
I know, but I hadn't eaten anything in a long time like that because I've been,
awesome.
trying to eat healthier too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is so good.
Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you liked it. That's so awesome. It was good. That's a good sandwich. I like that, though. People say, oh, it's nasty. It's nasty. No, it's nasty good. I'm glad you liked it, though. And then
You know what I like? I like the chicken. There's a crispy chicken spicy sandwich at McDonald's, and it's very yummy.
Oh, the spicy chicken. Yeah, that's supposed to be good. They're supposed to be bringing back their chicken wraps starting next year. That'd be good. Because those were good. I thought those were delicious.
Jedi, we're not clashing with you. We just don't. What is it, Dana? Not interested in the game, or what? I don't know.
Well, it's not even just like we find you're Miller. Miller, you are aggressive. And you know, he's going to have some people who try to rescue him, and people go, pay no attention to Dana and Pandora. And he's going to go, I know, I wasn't doing anything. I
Ouch.
was just minding my own business. And I came into Jason, let's Dana take over the panel. And no, it's always begins with you are intentionally hurtful.
I don't make a post about him or about anybody. I
No,
don't do
of course not. Of course not.
well, I
No,
used to do things
that's
like
own.
that. I
Oh,
don't,
I see.
and I
Yeah.
don't mention him on my community poster. I rarely make one, but they're not about him or really anybody on YouTube. It'd be like a video or something or just something I was thinking about. I just don't understand it. Hi, JB.
Hi, JB.
JB. JB.
I can't do it.
You know, and here's the thing. This is this cycle. We're in this it's like we're in this step of the dance. Right now we're gonna, where he's just wounded and Miller out. There will be a couple of videos about you and me and Jason.
I won't
It's
see him.
it's
I
just,
wouldn't
but it's
be-
dorky. I'm not even offended by it. It's, and then and then Carla Ray will go, she's terrible. Pay no attention to her. And there will be a few people like Sweetweed who will say the same thing. And he's like, I know, I don't even know what I did. And then next week it'll all begin again. So it's boring. It's like the same old freaking thing over and over and over again. It gets like,
No, I know.
Oh,
And it's
my
like, I'll come back when they're not around.
Yeah.
And we love Jason. When are we not going to be around?
exactly. He'll come back. Like Jason to go, oh, thank God they're not here tonight. Come on up, Miller.
I get to talk to Miller. Thank God I get to talk to Miller.
Oh, I'm so glad you like that McRib sandwich. It's so good.
I know, but don't they like cancel it after a few months or
Yeah.
weeks?
Well, I think they have it
Well,
like
always, yeah, it's always time. It's always time. What's the word? Limited time thing.
pork bellies are
You
low,
tried one,
lowest.
Dana?
Yeah. Well, they said when pork prices are at the lowest, they try to get it. But that last year was supposed to be the farewell tour. So that's it for the big. That's it for the McRib, and it came back. I knew it would. Yeah.
Have you tried it, Dana?
Years and years and years ago, I haven't had it. I never get around. I barely. If I go to McDonald's, I get that chicken sandwich. That's what I like. I love it.
That sandwich is good.
It's good.
I've done a ton of videos about the McRib, so I guess find how many I did.
I didn't like the pickles on it. I did take them off because I don't like pickles.
Oh, I'm a pickle fanatic. That's
I
so
love
funny. My kids, we were just talking about that
I
tonight.
like pickles. I don't like
Oh, you do?
theirs.
Oh, okay.
They're so different. I don't like them.
Yeah, I mean, pickles to me are like one of the best foods in the world. One of my kids and she hates them like they're the worst things that ever. Don't you think that we're born with that? With, not that, you can get accustomed to or dislike for pickles, for example. Don't you think that's genetic? I do too. I just think like so much of who we are is genetic.
I do because a lot of the things that I craved when I was pregnant, my kid, he loves them.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't. It was expensive for me because I craved crab legs.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's a good one. I craved the first pregnancy. I thought I was so sophisticated because I would go to a restaurant and say, "May I would order just something, like I'm gonna have like I don't know, a bowl of soup and salad, and say, "May I have a bowl of marinara sauce with that, please?" Wherever I went, I'd have a bowl of marinara sauce, and my husband would be like, "Why are you eating that?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's really good." I thought I discovered it, but it was my pregnancy. Yeah. And you know what? That's weird because, yeah, that was her favorite food even as a little girl. It was spaghetti. So good. Yeah.
I love pickles. Pickles are so good.
No pickles on hamburgers. Pickles make the world a better place. Let's just admit it, you guys.
I love pickles. I mean,
do you like green olives?
I love green olives. I love black olives.
Me too. I love them.
I like both of them, but I like green olives best.
I love them.
So
I love them. Yes, they're so
They're
good.
so bad for you, though. All the sodium.
Yes, there's so much sodium in them. Yes.
Well, one time I made a mistake at Ollie's. It's like a discount warehouse. They'd have good stuff cheap, and they have like a lot of different unusual foods and stuff in there. And I remember, you know how they have like different things, all the stuff with different items and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, I got like 2 jars because they were real cheap of like garlic, onion stuff with lemons. I mean, all the stuff they were
Onions.
horrible.
Wait, onions stuffed
I
with
mean,
lemons. Oh,
olives.
olives. Oh,
I mean,
really?
all the stuff with lemons. It was
Okay.
terrible.
So I'm like, I don't get that. Onion stuffed with lemons. That is
So,
kind of interesting. I gotta,
I don't know. I didn't
yeah.
like. I've had like them stuff with like garlic or jalapenos, and those are
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I like that. That's interesting though. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I gotta think about that.
But I like the olive bar. Well,
So
they
I
used to have
cannot
that.
stand my entire life raw onions. To me, like they're evil.
Onions. Well, they
Yes,
have
raw.
raw onions. There's raw onions on McRib.
Yeah.
Yeah, raw onions are very, and
Yeah,
I'm always shocked that people eat raw onions. Like I just don't get it. So who knew? I was born with that. I didn't decide
so,
that.
Do you
Decided.
like onions at all?
I
yeah.
love cooked onions. They, like grilled onions. Yum.
Oh, I love grilled
Onion
onions.
soup.
Yeah.
French onion soup is one of my favorite
Oh,
experiences. I
that's
love
my
it.
friend John's favorite soup.
Do you
He
like a
loves
cactus
it.
onion, Dana?
One more time.
A cactus onion, or sometimes they call it a blooming onion.
I
Oh, yeah.
love that.
That was
They're
so good.
I
It's
love
weird
that.
though, because it's like an appetite. That could be a whole meal in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Just a blooming onion. Yeah, it was so big. I
Yeah, it's
remember.
just raw onions, just the
Yeah.
raw onion. So I remember my dad saying to me, we used to put I love tuna fish sandwiches, and he would make me a tuna fish sandwich, and I'd say, Daddy, did you put an onion in here? He said, No, just have a bite. Come on. I thought it was celery. And I said, No, did you put an onion in here? He's like, Just stop. Just go ahead, take a bite. He thought it was all in my head. And I was like, Just don't. If you put an onion in here, and I took a bite and it was an onion, and I freaked. And he thought for sure I wouldn't be able to tell, but immediately I was like, I'm so bad. Anyway.
It's fun.
Wow. What was I going to say? Oh, I found something. Do you like handicap? The snacks from handicaps. You ever try those before, Pandora or Tana? Like the hot fries and stuff.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what Andy Caps
What?
is.
Oh, handicap is the comic strip, but they went into a line of snacks and stuff. They have like the handicaps hot fries or the cheddar fries, or it's like a corn snack.
I've never heard of
I've
it.
never heard of that, Jason. Yeah, we don't know what that
Oh,
is.
yeah, I got a package yesterday, and I opened it up. It was like about like a few minutes before Richard started his live stream, and I was so excited. It was a new item from Andy Caps I never heard of before. It was like fire tater tots, and I put the video up today. I'm like the second person on YouTube to ever review it. That's pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
interesting.
it was good too. Yeah, Aska was saying how much he loves their hot fries.
I wonder if they're in a certain part of the country only, like because you both know what that is. You want to go
Well,
say?
maybe.
Go say?
I thought they were worldwide, but maybe not. I mean, like in 1971. Well, you know the comic strip handicap, right? That Irish guy.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Oh
think
man,
so.
oh that Irish guy. I could probably put a picture of handicap on it. But I mean, in 1971 they started this line of snacks, and they're still around today. They're pretty cool. Let me see if I can find an image of him, and you might, if you see the image, you might know who he is. But no, they used to. I thought they could discontinue his comic strip, but I guess they didn't. Let's see, Indie Cap with two P's. Okay, okay, let's see it. Okay, Indie Cap. Okay, let's see what image of him. Yeah, right here. Okay, let me okay, share screen. There's so many different steps on this. I mentioned it. I know Tony never heard of him either. Because that one, that cartoon right there. You ever see him in the
Oh
comic?
yes, I do remember
Yes,
that. I remember that
yeah,
from
yeah.
the Sunday comics strip. Mm-hmm. I do
Mm.
remember that.
Well, he did his own like what $33 for a cat for a patch. That's expensive. But I mean, he's been around for a long time though. Some of these articles are pretty cool. See if I can find a hot fries. Well, the fire tots is what I had. Let's see,
Hmm.
fire tots. Okay. Well, here's the fire fries right there. Those are really good. I don't know if I can find the fire
I like
tots.
the Chester ones. Is
You
it
like the?
Chester?
Oh, those are good too.
Yeah,
Those
hot
are
fries.
awesome too.
The which ones?
Chester
Chester.
hot fries.
Yeah, it's that
Oh,
Chester Cheetah from
Yeah, Chester.
um
That's right.
yeah from Cheetos. Yeah.
Hmm.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Chester. Okay, yes.
Yeah, they're hot. They're pretty hot.
I love
Hey,
those.
I love
Well,
them too.
these are hotter versions right there. The fire fries, and they have like a ranch, and they have
Where do you get
barbecue
those, Jason?
at usually at the grocery store. Usually they have them like at or like at Dollar General and stuff. You
I
can get
bet.
them
I wonder
there.
if you can get them on Amazon. I don't. I've never seen this at the
I
grocery
bet
store.
Anna's never been in a dollar store.
Right? You
Really?
know, I used to take my kids there. That was like a fun
Oh,
outing.
you can get them on
Yeah.
Amazon. Let me look on
Well, we
Amazon.
have the Dollar Tree, so I would take
Oh yeah,
them.
they sell them at Dollar Tree though. You know.
When my kids were little, I'm not kidding. I used to take them to Petco, and they thought we were like at the zoo. They were like, "This is the best place ever." And then
Oh,
afterwards, we would go to the Dollar Tree, and they get to pick like 3 items each. I was just such a big spender. That's what
oh
happened. That's what we
yeah.
did. Yeah. I
This
thought
is
it was
what
good
I got.
times.
That's why I got the Fire Tots puff corn. They're like a puff corn
Yum.
now. Yeah, they're brand new. I said a very only the second person on YouTube to review them, so hopefully that'll help. Because there's so much competition now, you know. Oh, real kosher pickles. Do you like bread and butter pickles? I like those too.
No, they're sweet, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sweet ones.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like. My
Oh,
mother used
I
to
don't
call
like
them.
those.
My mother used to call them Piccadillys, or no, she'd call relish that. Pass the Piccadilly. I'm like, Mom, why do you call it or
Oh.
Piccadilly, whatever. Um, I love kosher pickles. I buy this brand. I found them a couple of years ago called Van something Van. Oh, brother, what are they called? They come in a bag. They're kosher
Oh, Van
pickles.
Camp, Van Camp, or
Yes. No, no.
no. I review. I think I reviewed those. Let me see. Oh, it's so weird.
I'm sure
It's
you
gonna be.
have,
It's a
Jason.
pickle in a
I'm not, I
bag.
won't play the video. I won't. My sister, don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play
I
it.
think that you've reviewed everything there
I
is.
think
To eat.
so too. I think so too. It's weird though, but I bet you if I look up pickles, it'll come up.
Oh, there's a really good Jewish pickle company called Bubby's. Bubby in
Yeah,
Yiddish is the grandma. You call grandmas are called Bubby, and there's a pickle company
Bubby.
called Bubby's. Bubby's pickles are delicious.
There you go. Let's see.
Oh my
That's what
gosh.
you just said. You needed to try those
Oh
Well,
boobies.
yeah.
Bubby's, they're so good. Yes, I
Oh,
love Bubby's pickles.
did you see Howie Cat sent me a bunch of like different flavored pickles? He sent me like mango tango flavored, tropical pineapple,
He
peach
must
Mm-mm.
have tried
flavored.
it.
Yeah, Howie Cat sent me a bunch of these ones. They're flavored in the bag,
Mm.
like in Kool Aid and stuff. They were good too. Can't remember. I don't see them. I know I did some type of pickles like that. I don't know.
It must have just been the way he was because he sent me stuff all the time too.
Yeah, I got homemade beef pickles from Minnesota.
Your demon Jew girlfriend called you Baba?
Baba.
And two kosher refrigerator pickles like Clausen are the best. Clausen are really good on
Yeah,
sandwiches. They
Carson's
make
good.
good sandwich
I
toppers.
swear, I've never heard so much about Jews that
I know for whatever reason, like because one time years ago, I'm like, I'm half Jewish. And every time I'm up on a panel, people are like, she's a Jew. We end up talking about Jewish stuff.
yeah,
I'm
they're
not
not.
even I'm not even technically Jewish because my mother was not Jewish. But yeah, I mean, like whatever. It's why I like the topic. It's interesting.
I was watching last night on, or not before one, on TikTok. There's this woman, she was live streaming and she was doing makeup, and somehow it got off on religion. And she said she was a Messianic Jew.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I thought, I thought, oh my God, because it's what Dee Dee always says, you know?
yes, a Messianic Jew. They believe the Messiah has come. They're Jews who believe that Jesus was the Messiah. Messianic. That's right.
Yeah. So
She's not even a Jew, although apparently maybe her mother was Jewish. So how about that? Wait, really quickly, Colonel Angus just said, remember that you guys, Phoebe Piccalilli is a silly name from the I know what he's talking about. It's Nanny and the Professor. Do you guys remember Nanny and the Professor? He's doing
I
the
think so.
song.
Yeah.
So many silly things keep happening. What is that magic thing about Nanny? Is it love or is it magic? I remember the song.
Oh, cool.
Maybe Piccalilli is a silly name.
Oh, sweet pickle. I know. There was a joke I watched.
It
Stand
does
up with
not. Go ahead. I'm
stand
sorry,
up.
hon.
Oh no, you're okay. I watched a stand up with Bob Saget called something like, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Something like that. And he made a joke about Jewish people
He was
because he
Jewish.
said, yeah. Well, he made a joke about Jewish people and said, "How many Jewish people are in the audience?" And some people raised their hand and said, "Did you have a coupon?"
That's pretty good. That's actually very like those stereotypes are, they come from reality. They always do. That's true. They
I
do.
know
They,
it's
I
funny,
mean, like it's
but
pretty
I
funny.
mean, most of that
What? You're gone.
well, I remember there's this one commercial where like a guy dropped a long time ago. Someone happened. This guy dropped the cord in the pool, and this guy drove right after it, and he grabbed it. He had it up in his hand. It's probably Jewish. My dad said that, so that's pretty funny.
That's very funny. That's good. Oh
Are you
gosh.
PJ Harvey? I remember PJ Harvey. I haven't seen PJ Harvey forever.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's a
Crisp and
singer.
hard. I don't like limp pickles. You like them
Oh,
crisp and hard.
yeah,
Wait, that's Darnell. I was thinking, I keep looking at Darnell and Randy.
yeah.
Their avatars are similar colors. Like PJ Harvey's delicious. What? I don't know what they're talking about. What you
Oh,
talking about,
PJ
Wiz?
Harvey. Oh, that
I've been
female
buying
singer.
presents and there's boxes everywhere.
Yeah, Hagen one too. Oh,
And the
really?
cats are in the boxes right now because, yeah, I've got these empty Amazon boxes to throw away, and the cat's just having a good old time playing inside the boxes. You don't like sweet or bread, but yeah, I don't like that either. It's too
Oh, I
weird.
don't.
I don't like
I
that.
like those too. You know what my grandmother used to get? She used to have a relish tray, and
Oh
the
yeah.
Van Holten's pickles. Those are the ones. Yeah, and I've had those before in the pouch. Like you
Oh
have
yeah,
a hot.
that's mine. I have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
delicious.
They're so
They're
good.
insanely yummy. Yes.
Yeah, those are good. They have like, I know Howard Cat got me like they had a Mama pickle and a Papa pickle.
Yes, I have those.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
bought
those
them
are
and
good.
they're in my cupboard. So every once in a
Oh,
while I'm in
so
the
good.
mood for like a good, wonderful pickle.
Yeah,
It's
they have the sour ones. I guess
yes.
Warheads is supposed to have brand of sour pickles. I haven't found those yet. I would try those. I love pickles.
Oh,
And
sorry.
My sister brought like a gallon of pickle brine to drink because I think it's supposed to help
I
electric.
love that.
Yeah. Oh, like I
It's
said,
supposed to have what now, Jason?
electrolytes.
Yeah, it's just electrolytes or the salts.
No.
Yes. Can have
Oh,
pickle.
Howard Cat got me. It was like he sent me these things. A pickle juice, but it was like in frozen pop for you stick it in your refrigerator or your
Yes.
freezer. Yeah, he sent me those too.
Yeah, people yeah. I put electrolytes in my water sometimes if I'm low on salts.
Oh,
You need it.
salts.
You need salts. Mm-hmm.
Oh
You
yeah.
need them. A certain
Oh,
amount, not too much.
I know.
Too
Yeah,
little.
like I said, my grandmother used to make the relish trays. She used to put like those little gherkins that are really super sweet. The little.
Yeah.
You ever see the super sweet ones? Yeah, those are sweet, really sweet. Way
Yeah.
sweeter than the bread and butter ones.
Yeah. I've had those. Yep. Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good. I love pickles. So
Mm-hmm.
they're supposed to have like Vlastic is supposed to have their own snacks now.
Hmm.
They're supposed to have pickle balls now, which is like a corn snack but pickle flavored.
Hmm.
I haven't tried. I'm looking. I haven't been able to find those yet. But I know if I do the review, I'm going to say it's so stupid. It said like I'm reviewing pickleballs, and if you have pickleballs, please see a doctor.
It's pretty good.
So stupid. I tell stupid jokes in my videos all the time. I wonder where my sister is. I
It's
told her my
amazing to me that any of those guys who sit and bash Jason day
yeah.
after day, it's such a strange phenomenon. I mean, I don't get it. Are they really angry at you? And if so, what's the reality of their anger? Why Jason? like
Because
relentlessly.
they've actually said that because they can.
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
that's sort of sort of depths into the pit of hell. That's the reason you're cruel. Well, okay, at least the honesty is refreshing
Yeah.
because it's like good. Then we know that you really are dark souls. But I mean, to continuously look. One time, Jason hurt me. And Jason, you're not required to. You already know. Don't. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean friends do that. That happens sometimes in friendships, and that's not. That's just normal conflict amongst humans. And so I was like butthurt, and I was like, "I just you didn't protect me," and I'm so that was me. All right, so I acted like a turd, and it took me a while. You know who helped me? I'm being honest.
Oh,
You know who helped me kind of see the light? Michelle, Pandora. And I
cool.
was like, yeah, you were there. And she just sort of gave me an
Okay.
understanding of what was going on here. And I was like, what? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I really did. I saw the light. It was very, very, very good for me. I'm being truthful. So you were, I know exactly where I was sitting. I know exactly where I was. And it was a very good, I think we were on at some bizarre hour in the morning.
Yeah.
No, no way.
Yes. And I was just like, all right, I get it. So Jason, that thing that I was upset, it's all gone. It's all completely forgiven. And I see it in a different way. But how people can continue to see Jason as anything but innocent and sweet, I'm perplexed.
I know. I am too.
No, Super. She just said that to herself.
Oh.
No, she didn't help me believe he's trying to be silly. So
I know.
no, she just showed me something and I was like, okay, I see the
Yes.
light. I get it.
I bought that album when I was in Germany, City Euphoria. That's one of the albums I played a lot. That's a great album. The Anthrax album, State of Euphoria. That's cool. That's a great album.
It's their shtick. I think you're right, Colonel Angus. Every time I say his name, this is just too much fun. But seriously, I think, look, I don't mind. I love humor. I mean, to me, it's like the best thing ever. But if your humor is relentless and an aim to hurt, like somebody who's innocent and kind of vulnerable, then it's taken a turn into darkness. I really mean that. I know people think I'm take this stuff too seriously, but it's really and I don't think that they actually hate him. Like I think that's an act. It's false.
I don't know. One of
I don't
them.
know.
One of them.
Well,
Yeah.
one of them is crazed in
Yeah.
the head at most, sort of delusional and angry at when anger hits one of them, it ends, it just goes on, and that's something that
Oh,
is
yeah.
a mystery. The other one is putting on airs to impress somebody, time and time again. So
Yeah.
his anger is unfounded and untruthful, and it's not based in anything real. It's false, and it's in truly to impress somebody, and even the somebody he's trying to impress, it's not much of a it's not out of honor for her, it's more out of lust. Sorry, telling you the truth here, or as I see it. But who the hell am I? I'm just a person here, guys.
Oh, man.
Junebug, what are your thoughts? Junebug is nodding her head saying meow meow meow. She thinks I'm
Aw.
right, so there you go.
Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow,
Meow.
meow.
She's
Meow,
on
meow,
top.
meow.
She's a kitty.
Yeah.
Junie.
I've seen them say, like they don't mind where people go, and then they're mad at somebody where they went.
Of course, they're so.
And I'm like,
Exactly.
I was today. I was at one point today. I heard somebody who's angry at everybody talking about, spoof. You're publicly humiliated. You did this thing and publicly humiliated.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, what are you doing right now, babes? Like, isn't
I
this
know.
another sort of the same thing you're getting mad at another person for? I mean, it's
who was
public.
that? I put it in the back
Okay.
chat because I haven't seen it. I fell asleep earlier. That's why I'm up right now. I had to get up at 8 o'clock last 2 mornings.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I haven't fallen asleep once. I did really good.
Oh, I should have known. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
what's
and people who are intelligent aren't even sort of
oh,
seeing
gotcha.
their own, maybe, I'm sure I'm doing the same thing. So, I mean, I'm just amazed by, yeah, okay, so here's another thing. Yeah, if you go somewhere, I mean, the reason I got dropped is because I talked to somebody one too many times.
I know.
Who
So yeah,
talk to?
Richard, and the way I would talk to Richard wasn't. Who cares? Even if I sat in his lap, like
You said
really.
my lap.
Okay. But seriously, that was enough for me to be like ousted from the entire community, and then have all of the hanger-oners, the ones who have no interest in having a thought of their own, or
Yeah.
having a value of their own, but having to find out who they like and who they dislike from the powers that be. So yeah, and then recently somebody started speaking to me who was welcomed into the fold because they had something in common, in that they didn't like me. If you don't like me, you're welcome into the Dark Souls Club at any
Yeah.
time. That's all that's required, is you don't like Dana. I'm serious. It's bizarre. So if you start to like her again, you're going down, babe, and you
Oh,
will be treated badly.
They really will.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were in Richard's panel. What a dick!
What a dick. It's so
What a
true.
dick!
And you know what cracks? Just the talk about
Yeah.
my friends, our friends. We didn't do recently. She said this, Evelyn. We never treated Black Eagle badly. We, as though, like, how about this? They're all individuals. Maybe somebody had a hiccup with Black Eagle one day as an individual and they had a confrontation. But when they speak about we never did this, it's inherently, there's a rule. It's implying that there's a rule that you are to behave very politely to Black Eagle right now. Oh no, not anymore. Black Eagle's friends with Dana. You
I
can't.
know.
So it's just this is the
Well,
way
that
we
was
must
obvious
behave.
that you guys would be friends again. I mean, I think it was like a week or a few days something before that. Remember, I said I know you miss her,
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, and
Rocky is awesome.
he was probably listening. I don't know, but
Yeah.
when you guys have been friends for what, like 5 years, like pretty close, right?
I think longer. I've known her. No, I've known you around the same time I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I known
So
her longer because I knew Pink longer. And I knew Pink from Rita, and then wait, a year later, I think I met Pandora.
yep.
And all these people sent me all these emails saying, "Stay away, Pandora. She's no good. She's no good. She's no good." And I told Howie about it, said just delete them. I said, "Okay, I will." It's just weird though. Like how they know my email. May have had it up. I can't remember. Or maybe they're all the same person. You
Oh
never
my
know.
God, Howie got emails
Yeah.
every day in
Wait,
the
from who?
people that didn't like me and knew about all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, and I had already told him about it.
Yeah.
I even told him, if I want you to come up on panel and hang out with me and stuff, but if you do, he's like, no, they won't care. They don't know who I am. I'm telling you, it started while we were still on panel with Pink. No
Yeah.
joke. I'm telling you, he was and you can guess who they were.
Yeah.
The ones that keep bringing it up and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I've recently looked. I didn't even know Sweetweed had a channel, and somehow or another, I came across, like in the last month, an old video where she's on camera, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I ever knew exactly what she looked. Well, there she is. Oh, and she's talking. Oh my gosh! And you know what she was talking about? She was
But,
talking about how terrible Dana Alittlebit is. Like,
oh
oh
no,
shit.
no.
Now, I wasn't talking about her though. I don't think she emailed Howie until about a year later.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I don't know why she even did. I don't remember.
Vengeance.
But it was a lot of women, emailing stuff, and he even one time Melly did. after he got
Mhm.
already gotten to know me. And
Yeah.
oh, it just went crazy. He didn't even seem to care about it,
Yeah.
you know.
He didn't like me, but I think because you and I were going after each other, and he was protective of you. But he didn't like me. I was always kind of sad about that. I was like, because I used to watch his videos about root beer, and he did that advent calendar Pokemon.
Yeah,
And
it was
I watched every day because it was very soothing. I was like, I don't even care about what you're. Just keep talking, Howie, because it was so like his voice and the way he's thought about the Pokemon. And I'm like, keep touching. Okay, it's like ASMR. He had an ASMR quality to his videos, and I loved it.
what I hated about it is he did White Knight and all that, but nobody asked him to. But the thing is nobody, where he always was like trying to defend me or get people to leave me alone, whatever you want to call it. Nobody really got to know him because he was already upset when he would come on a panel or agitated, because he
Mm-hmm.
thought my feelings were hurt or that, I might get depressed. He was worried about me because it was pretty bad then. It was real bad.
I see.
Now doesn't even compare to then. So it just, so when he would be on panel, like if something had happened, like say you, Dana, that day and whatever, and if somebody brought you up, he would have talked bad about you. He would have. And he wasn't like that really. He just
Yeah, I know that about all people. We all have. I always think of us as like we're oranges with all these different slices. Some of them are very, very sweet, but there's some that sort of linger in the shadow where the orange doesn't touch the light. And there's bitter parts to every one of us. We just don't usually show it. So if I see somebody's darkness, I don't decide that that person is altogether um, not a good person. It's just they don't like me in that moment. It's not even eternal. It doesn't have to, I don't make a judgment of the person. I just don't.
Randy said he just ate an orange.
Yeah.
A navel.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then Colonel Angus says, "Sweet wheat is a sourpuss. Sweet wheat is a sourpuss." These women. What I'm stunned by is they have to adhere to the rule of this person is out of the fold. It's now Black Eagle. It was me a long time ago. It keeps. So if there's one person who's left out of the fold, they all say, we don't like her. All of them do. Because they cannot, that's what groupthink is. That's what it is. It's the inability or unwillingness to actually form a thought or a value of your own. You're so desperate to belong to the group that you'll think like the group to be, so that you can be one of them.
Yeah, they're upset with her probably because she's Team Jason,
Yep.
And I'll tell you this, the other day when we were chatting and stuff, and I said that about Jason joking, and she went on attack Betty to me. You know what? She was ready. I said, she's a keeper. She don't belong over there, Dana.
No, I knew when they took her in, I was like, they're bullshitting her. They didn't like her, which I didn't
Nope.
understand anyway.
She's a follower because even though she knew me and Jason were close, that she thought I'd said something very negative to him when I was playing.
Oh, I saw that. I knew you were playing because I know you better than she does. Yes.
I knew that she's good for Jason too. You know what I mean? And that they won't be able to get her to, just stop being over here and go over there.
Exactly.
And because this is probably the worst thing I could really say about them is they are not leaders. They are followers. They really are.
Oh my God, extreme.
And I really feel sorry for them, honestly, because they are like that in real life, most likely.
Oh, for sure. This is real life. This is just a,
You
but
know,
no, truly they are. Look, when Pebbles, for example, so when I fell out of the whole club, right? I was just like, well, I guess that's that. I guess I was, I made it because I talked to Richard, that's the end of it. And there was much more to just talking to Richard. That was true for like Phil. I was talking to Richard and that was enough for him to freak out. but there were other reasons with other people, and I'll tell you privately. But that said, when that happened, very soon afterwards, KCL struck up alive, and it just so happened that I still had a wrench. I even had a wrench in Phil's forever. I never used it because I wasn't his friend anymore. But I'm like, well, I have a wrench. Boy, if I was a idiot, I could do whatever. Then somebody must have told him. But I had a wrench in KCL's, and I popped in there, and Pebbles was not talking, but she had a wrench, and she timed Super Serial out for like whatever that enormous amount you can time somebody out. And she only timed him out because he and I had just recently fallen out of the fold. And even though KCL had nothing to do with that, Super's like, hey, KCL. And Pebbles timed him out for 8 bazillion thousand seconds. And I'm like, Pebbles, because you can see it if you have a wrench. I'm like, what are you doing? Why did you time him out? Oh, is it because he's friends with me? Okay, got it. So you have no conscience, or you can't think, you have no sort of set of, you can't figure out what's valuable to yourself. You have to find out from you're following those a couple of people. So it was very telling to me, but it's true of a whole bunch of them. So it's not like you're gonna, most of them are that way.
I think
I just wasn't raised that way, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have any of that in you. You're not a follower. You never
No.
have been. That's not, so you and I are not followers, but that's not, we have other issues. It's not
Maybe that's it too, because we can stand alone if we have to. I have many
You
times.
for sure have. You always have if need be.
Yeah.
And me too. I absolutely. If it's the right thing to do, absolutely, it's what you do. It's what's right. You don't say, "Well, I'd rather be with the crowd, so I'll just be like the sheep." No, I'm going to like look, if I'm going to help somebody who's being ousted, which I would, even if it's going to oust me, I'm going to do it. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I think you helping or defending really spooked this last time made him the maddest probably. And honestly, I mean, I know Spiff don't care, but I'm actually pretty proud of her. She's really, not giving it any thought or not making videos about it or anything that I've
Yeah,
seen.
she's doing great. I mean, she's sensitive. She's a sensitive, tender heart, and she gets hurt. She gets wounded, and she's not too different than you and me. She thinks for herself, but she strikes out like you and me as well.
She wants to please everybody, I think, and if she can get past that, she'll be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
On here, I don't know how she is in real life, and that's not an insult to her. It's just she made that break, and that's what they can't handle.
It causes them absolute fury, right? That somebody would actually stand up on their own and separate themselves from the clutches of the sheep. It is absolutely against everything that they're so self-serving, and somebody steps away from that. It's like they are completely banished. I mean, that's what happened to me. It's what happened to you. It's what happened to Jason. It's what happened to Super. It's what happened to it's happening to Spoof. It's happening to Black Eagle. Look at how many people this happens to over and over and over again. The common denominator is these are people who are extraordinarily self-serving, and if you don't go along with the program of maybe a small handful of them, then you're no longer not only welcome, but you will be, your reputation will be screwed with for forevermore.
Exactly.
Super. I want to tell you this. So like for a long while, I had Super blocked, right? And then I wasn't around for like 7 or 8 months, something. And I definitely wasn't going live. I think I come up on panels and stuff a few times, and I've been live since. But Super would side with them about some things about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't. I said, I prayed to God for it, Dana, that he would at least see what they do, because they would do those same kind of things to me privately too back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I would always be tore up in a frenzy, worried to death.
Oh.
edge and everything because I was going through a divorce and everything. So
Oh gosh.
everything was going on. And Seaber's like, well, that maybe they just need a little more kindness, whatever, something like what Seaber would say.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, really, you want me to show them kindness
Mm-hmm.
constantly, you know? And no, as long as I've done so much better, just really not paying attention to that stuff
Yes.
and not letting it touch me at all, and I think now he realizes how they are, and for other reasons. I'm sure they've probably done something to him or what was Jason?
Yeah.
Jason's snoring. Jason, you're snoring, honey.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I
No,
got
he
long.
does. He does.
Your voices are so soothing, though. I got long to sleep. I'm not in a bad
Oh,
way.
well, that's
Yeah,
okay.
if I talk to him, Dana, he snores too.
I know.
I'm
I was
not
talking to
bored.
him
I'm not
last
bored.
night.
You just lull me to sleep. That's all.
It's okay. Don't
Just the
worry. It's
voices.
okay.
It's like ASMR.
We're not mad.
Okay.
But look at the thing is, I mean, I think just because he and I in the chats always kind of commiserate about how awful these people have treated a bunch of people, not just me and him, but like a whole slew of people. I think it's become evident. I can't speak for him, but I mean, he's here in the
Yeah.
chat.
I agree. Maybe we can say stuff about Darnell too.
Really?
I
About
like-
Darnell? Are you kidding?
Yeah. Yeah, she's agreed to say I was a sweet person. I said, Darnell, you don't know anything about this person. It's horrible. I mean, something like that. I can't remember exactly what they said.
Wait, what did they say about Darnell? I don't understand.
Well, they were saying like I can't remember. They were siding with me about something that Jeff disagreed with and said, Darnell, you don't know this person at all. And whenever you learn about this person, you need to shut the fuck up.
It's interesting. Like even Tanya.
Yeah.
You're friends with Tanya.
Yes.
Tanya. So they recently infiltrated Tanya's chat
Exactly.
to become friend. They don't. This has nothing to do with caring about Tanya. They'll use her and abuse her and toss her out like yesterday's garbage without hesitation. But of course, they all infiltrate. They're doing the same thing to Dory's. They couldn't stand her, but now they're all over there because she's been not only going live, but she's been sort of irritated with me. So that's like they swarm in, these sort of like flies, and they're all there every single time. So whatever. It's creepy.
It's very creepy. These are dark souls.
That is funny. It's just
but he super has been. I don't think he's just been personally. He's just said like, if you come after me, he'll be kind to everybody. But no, you were very protective of me, and I've seen you be protective of other people. Super serial because I think that I think, but I don't know him very well. But my guess is that he's interested in like virtue, what's right and what's wrong. And to see people sort of blatantly treated with such disrespect, my opinion, just watching Super Serial, was that he's kind of seen like that. That's just the truth of it is dark. It comes from a dark place.
Yes.
It comes from it's vindictive and it's aimed to hurt. And by the way, it does hurt. So it's not like it doesn't always. It's not always landing and just in. Like Miller doesn't hurt me. I maybe he hurts you. So I don't. This isn't just speaking.
No, I don't.
Right.
Hurt me. He has in the past. He's hurt me.
Yeah.
Pretty good, but
doesn't Jeff hang out at the bathhouses? I mean, look. Here's the thing about Jeff. I didn't dislike these guys. It wasn't like I was crazy fond of them. But when I put whatever they're gonna do trivia night. I'm like, okay, we're in trivia night, whatever, and we're gonna giggle about recipes and gossip about other people who aren't hanging out over here and like whomever. And I was never comfortable with that, but like whatever, I'm hanging out. Who am I to sort of give people tongue lashings because they disagree? They do things that I don't approve of. I'm whatever. It's fine, whatever. But when I saw how incredibly cruel his entire platform, it sounds like he's Judge Judy or the Reverend,
Yeah.
just there's nothing sincere. What is pretend? It's all false, and that's where it becomes like, if it were coming from a good place to help others, but it simply is helping Jeff only. And
Mhm.
it's for
Yeah.
areas of parts of Jeff that we can't even understand. But I'm being honest when I say it's lust. And she's going to be, Dana, how dare you criticize his sexual, his testosterone levels. Well, I
Yeah.
have fun with that because partly there's some truth in a guy who hangs out with, women in their 50s and some 40s and mostly 50s, 60s, and then some, and gossips about other women, only other women, and Jason.
Yep.
So that kind of
Because Jason hangs out with the good women.
Yeah, I do. I know. I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. Jason hangs out with women who have conscience and women who have the women who have the so the word chutzpah it's a Jewish word. It means like
Yeah.
the guts
Yeah, I
to
know.
stand up against what the whole
Yeah.
crowd
That's
stands
terrible.
for.
Yeah.
If the crowd is standing for something that is wrong, right? So none of those women, Mommy Mars and Sweet Wheat and I'm not going to keep naming names, but you all
Yeah.
know who they are. They
Yeah,
all
they
stick.
were still around, those two. I
They
didn't know.
stick
Yep.
to the crowd. The crowd is the flock. That's all that matters, is belonging to the flock. And if you step away from the flock and stand up and say, wait a minute, I don't think this is right. If this is the emperor's new clothes and that guy's naked, then you are not only not welcome here, but we will bash you over and over and over. And,
Yep.
and the reason they're friends with Nunya is because she's a pit bull and she barks and carries on. And she does the dirty work that they so badly want to do, but don't want their reputations damaged.
Well, I know.
So
I remember how Vigilant used to talk about Nunya. He would drag her for hours,
I know. I know they wouldn't.
and I mean, it surprised. Well, it didn't really, but it kind of did when she went over there. I just don't know her well enough. I don't know her, but I heard her talk about Phil and Jeff a lot.
that's so
And,
interesting that he would drag her. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was bad. And she would, come over to Jason's and talk about him a lot. Remember Jason?
Yep. I remember. I
All
remember
of
that one
them.
time she went on just went off. Yeah.
Yeah. But one thing that made me realize a lot too, Dana, was because when I took the break, I still listened, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you listen and you don't participate, you see things a whole lot clearer. Like you don't. I mean, just don't take a side and just watch it. As much as you can, I guess, because they're alive a lot, and it just you just see it for what it is, and it's just cruelty.
Oh my God, it's cruelty. I agree with you. You see it more
Exactly.
clearly. I think when I'm fired up and I'm listening, if I sometimes listen in, I got to be honest, I work a lot. So I don't have to, they go live during the day. I'm not there and I can't see the chat. I might be able to sort of chime in and go, "Oh, shit, they're live." And boy, they're really dragging somebody. And
Yeah.
Nunya's up there, chewing on a doggy bone and, barking her head off. So all of it is pretty ugly. So I don't get a chance to see it very, very much. But when I'm fired up, I can't see clearly. When I can step away, and it's a little less personal. I have a little bit more. I'm a little bit more logical,
Yeah.
and I see what the more of the picture than when I'm injured by it.
Exactly. And watch, we
You
got more viewers now.
what, Jason?
We got more viewers now because the drama stuff now. And
Oh,
that's all done. Looking over
Oh, how many people are here?
23 now.
Oh,
You was like 15, I was 23.
well, throw Nunya a bone. Maybe she'll keep her sort of
Well,
happy.
no, Nunny's usually asleep by this time.
Right. I'm just
She
goofing
and
usually
around.
goes, yeah,
what? They're not interested in peace. I mean,
I know.
tomorrow, if they hear this, they'll go live about you, Dana and Jason.
Yeah.
They will me too, but it
Yeah.
really won't bother me. But they'll go live about you guys, and
Yeah.
they'll say they're reacting.
Of
That
course, of course. It
Uh,
doesn't get to me anymore. It did when
yeah.
I was coming out of the. Sometimes it does. It depends on my where I am emotionally. But if I hear like so many people like hating me, I'm like, what is this? That doesn't happen to me outside of YouTube. I'm pretty,
right
I'm
either.
a person who's liked. Right? So I mean, when Pop Not Soda is like, listen, girlfriend, you better sit down. You're gonna be reported. That was like, wait, what's happening here? I mean, it was
Totally different. That was
oh, it was
awful.
bizarre.
I was
Yeah.
like, where did she come from? That sounded
Right. I don't even know if she's ever here. So I was like, and she's like, the only reason Dana struck up that live was for something about Pop Not Soda. I'm like, I barely even know you exist. What are you talking about? Nothing I do is for you. I don't even, if you come around and say bizarre things while under the influence of, I don't know, something from your liquor cabinet, then yeah, I'm going to pay attention because you're a woman on a mission to injure and and you're drunk simultaneously. So yeah, you're pretty much is you're tumultuous and you're crazed and you're practically driving the YouTube streets while drunk. And saying, listen, girlfriend. Like, what am I listening to? So yeah, that kind of freaked me out. And I was like, and none of them saying, wait a minute, hey, Pop. They let her up on panel to spew that bizarreness.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let people come up and call you all names like Nanya does, and then they could say, "Well, no, we was just letting her express herself." You
Exactly.
can even almost hear them smiling, because they let.
Oh, they are practically squirming in ecstasy. I mean, really, when Nanya does that sort of when she goes, batshit crazy and, is, screaming that she's going to cut spoof, you fucked with the wrong bitch. Like, wow. They are in ecstasy. They're loving it. And and none what's her name? Evelyn has videos of me going off on people in the history of YouTube and like it's called Dana lore and I listened to it. I'm like, yeah, I did lose my cool, but you know what? I still agree with that Dana. That historical Dana I'm pretty good with. I went off on people who are unethical towards other humans and I say something, that's me. So she's, still feels in some level that that's shameful. No. I'm pretty cool with that. I actually like that version of me. How about that?
Yep. I like it too. I like any version of you, Jenna. YouTube Pandora.
We love you, Jason.
I love you too. I love you too, Jenna.
I love you too. I really do. I love, you're my friends. It's very but
Yeah.
and I really do mean that. But it is a very strange experience to have this much vitriol aimed at you. This is all of us have
Yeah.
had it. We have it time and time again. We're going to have it probably this week because of this,
Probably.
this evening's live.
Yeah.
And it is a strange phenomenon I've never had in my lifetime. And yeah, I'm a person who has worked with really devastated um drug addicted gang members as well. I work with the people who are in the darkest hours of their lives, and I've never experienced this kind of cruelty, and I really mean that. So I used to, before COVID, I used to work in detox with people who are coming off of mostly heroin, sometimes meth, do all sorts of, these are just tender people who were going through very painful times and they committed crimes. And still I didn't, so, they to commit keep their habit going. They were involved in really bad stuff. No, I've never seen this kind of thing. Never. That I see from these people who are preaching on the pulpit, a couple times a week, and talking about transgender rights, as though that's the thing that's bringing us together, holding us down on YouTube, and not noticing
Yeah.
right there beneath him the incredible, just cruel behavior towards some people, only some people under
Yeah.
his nose, not interesting to him.
Look at what Super said.
What's that?
Look at what Super said.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
How can a female hate
Yeah.
Dana for trying to protect her from sexual harassment? Think about that. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So the thing about Evelyn is none of her anger towards me that was announced, none of it's truthful. None of it. It came from her anger towards me. None of it was about Richard. Never.
She
It,
come in though to tell you to stop defending her. Remember?
Yeah.
yes, it was the narrative she put up. It's a shield for something much more vulnerable. And I'm not going to go into the reasons, but I knew it for many months that, like, wait, she's not talking to me. What's going on? She's ignoring me. I kept texting her going, hey, what's the matter? Are you not talking to me? Are you upset with me? And finally, she did eventually answer me back and say, I'm going through something, and I thought, well, okay. And, so no, it had nothing to do with Richard. That's the story she used because it was her, it was an opportunity to
Yeah.
publicly humiliate and banish me. So she used it, and yeah, she's still using it. That's the same. But none of it is truthful. I mean, I really was protecting her, and but immediately that night, what's his name, Jeff, struck up a live to bash me for her,
No.
even though it had nothing. He wasn't even there.
I know. That's been done to me a million times in the past.
It's just so creepy. I mean, it's so self-serving. Go look at her channel. She's got video after video called the Dana Lore. She's calling it. I'm like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you know what? I'm pretty good with me going into Diane, what's her name? Diane's channel and Wendy and saying, hey, you know what, you guys, your mods are being pretty awful to the people in chat. Can I just say something? That was the whole lawn chair. That's one of the videos that's up there. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm pretty good with that, Dana.
That was.
I know. I'm peculiar, but I know my rationale was to try to protect
But she's
me.
still bringing that up, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
she's
know.
such a dork. I mean, does she not see how cringy that is for her? She can't really. None of it's truthful. Even so, what she was really angry at in those days is that somebody, me, went into the room and said, "Hey, these people are pretty shitty," because she had a wrench in there and she felt pretty powerful. And I came in and said, "Hey, listen, I just want to say your mods are blocking people for having a different opinion. Does this sound familiar?" So if I
Yeah.
have a different opinion, or anybody does, they're getting timed out. I'm just telling you guys. Well, I was new to YouTube. I didn't know how it worked because Wendy said, my chat doesn't like you. We're gonna boot you." And I'm like, wait, what? Like, are you kidding me? Like, you're so this doesn't even. You're just as judgy and just as hard hitting at anybody who doesn't think like you. So it's the same sheep phenomenon. You must be one of us, or you're not welcome here. You must think like us, and you must believe in what we believe in, and you must honor what we honor, or you're not welcome here. And even if you don't actually honor, you must say that you do. So, yeah, I'm pretty good with that, that I stand up for what I see as actually virtuous, and that I'm actually willing to get hate from the whole freaking sheep flock, and their, one sort of top sheep at the head of the helm, who was one. Then it was Wendy, and it was mostly Wendy and Diane. And that's what Evelyn freaked out on me and made a bunch of videos in those days. She made a bunch of videos and went to Twitter, and people would say to me, "Do you know who Evelyn Shelton is?" I'm like, "No." Well, she has a Twitter channel. It's all about you. And I'm like, "Who?" So they said she's a social worker, and I'm like, well, this is the weirdest thing in the world. Wait, what? And so I found the Twitter channel. I was like, she's like, listen, Dana, you said you have a chutzpah to come into Diane's channel. Who do you think you are? I'm like, who is this chick? And that I'm not kidding. It was where I went back there and I saw her there and she went, oh, Dana. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm leaving here. I'm going back to your old name, Michelle, your old name. And she went, who is Mrs. Analyzer? And she typed your name in and she came over.
Yeah,
That's how she found you. That's how she found Jeff.
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah, really.
That was me. I'm serious. It's so weird. Yeah.
It was so crazy though, the whole thing. Oh man, I almost unplugged my laptop. My laptop got on and almost the battery almost died. I plugged it back in. I fixed it.
Okay.
I went over there and looked just now to see because I knew Miller had done something, and he went over there under that poll he made about me and said that I was offended and whining and crying all night, and he never said I wasn't doing that. It was offensive, but he never even said anything about you, Dana, and you. I mean, see how it is? It's like,
Oh, I'm the one who's whining and crying. I mean, let's be honest.
I
I
don't.
don't. No, because I don't mind whining and crying. I'll whine. I'll cry. I'll take it. You know, there's nothing truthful in him either. And by the way, save the children. I think I know why Colonel Angus is saying that because Evelyn's entire platform is about the children. It's such bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
It doesn't mean anything because the people right underneath her nose are treated badly all the time. All the time. And she uses, all right. So Miller, Miller is,
I wasn't whining. I was just pointing it out.
that would have been me. I was going, Miller. I
I
don't
don't
mind. It was
know
me.
why he would even want to try to get my attention. For real.
He's attracted to you. That's why.
Well, I don't care. He knows better. It ain't gonna do no good this time.
He doesn't know better about anything. Nothing. Miller knows nothing because he's not interested in learning.
I was more offended that he done that to you and Jason. Jason's wasn't as bad, but still.
Well, didn't mine include a butt plug?
Yours was I don't even remember now.
Oh, yours was all right. He's a little kid, and he's gonna do me. What are you meowing for? Do you guys hear the meows? Oh, she wants to go in the room.
Hear that.
Hold on.
Well, they mentioned the Robin thing because I got like a big package of Robin stuff. I thought it was pretty nice when my subscribers sent me a bunch of stuff, you know?
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah. Well,
they
like a case
get it too, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then a case of that the shrimp flavored ramen's pretty good too. Yeah, well, I think it was the same person sent me that Andy Cap thing today. Yeah. They sent me like two things of ramen and a big half case of 12 of those the shrimp flavored ramen cup of noodles. They're pretty good too. And especially in the wintertime though, because they're nice, you know, when you boil the water, it's nice and warm.
Yeah.
I
like ramen.
Yeah, I do too.
I spice it up a little bit. I put like, you know, some vegetables and stuff in it.
Ooh, that sounds good. They have a s'mores flavored ramen now too. I don't know if that'd be good.
Oh no.
I don't think it'd be good.
No, I don't think that would be any good.
Well, I know I had they had like a breakfast flavored one and then my friend sent it to me. It was like a maple flavored pancake one. It's supposed to have eggs and sausage in it.
In what food? What's the main food you're talking about?
It was in you know those cup of noodles?
Oh my gosh.
They sent me a breakfast one, and then there's supposed to be a s'mores one now too.
Oh no, that sounds terrible.
I know.
Jason, gosh.
I know they sent me the breakfast one. I reviewed it on the channel.
Oh.
Yeah, it would just taste more like just maple syrup. It was just really weird.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird mixed whatever. There's here. I'm gonna go back to Jewish, but there's a Jewish food called kugel, which is good. Listen, it's kugel. It's a noodle dish, that's made with
Okay.
raisins and like
Ooh.
brown sugar, and um, it's sweet. It's a excuse me. It's a kind of a dessert. It's like a bread pudding. It's warm,
Yeah.
excuse me, and buttery and delicious. But it's noodles is the main ingredient, and it's a
Huh.
dessert. So it's
Never
unusual
had that before.
for like non-Jewish
Yeah.
Americans. It's called kugel. It's really good.
I know some people like make fun of like people put like grapes and stuff in chicken salad, but I think that's good.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah, I like it too.
What
I
are you
just
laughing at?
food.
Should we be there?
Oh, okay.
Lately, I've done everything I could for him for about 3 years. Everything I could do for him. And, you know, now listen to this, Dana. I'm just going to tell you about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about it anymore, but I'm going to tell you because you probably don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so his whole thing is, he hates Richard. He used to hate Richard and Jeff.
Yeah.
And that he fell out with Phil too. He used to hate all of them,
Mm-hmm.
and truly hated them. Now he would even say he hated them,
Mm-hmm.
and he would say like if things would get a little bit rocky or whatever with YouTube and with me and him, and he'd say I gotta go to 84. Boom, he's gone for real. You can't reach him for nothing. Well, until he decides he wants to come back, right? Well, when Howie died, Richard came up on panel the next day after I found out, and he was actually in my room when I found out, and he was telling me, to shut it down because I wasn't even thinking after I found out.
I was there when you found out.
Yeah.
I heard you scream.
Yeah.
And so the next day, Miller's like comes in, and I'm talking to Richard again and stuff, and I think Mary was there. A lot of people was there actually. Dee Dee was there, and he said, Richard, bro, I got to go to 84. I can't handle this. Will you take care of Pandy while I'm gone? He hates Richard, and he wanted Richard to take care of me.
Wow, how bizarre.
Yeah.
What do you make of it?
He didn't give a crap. He hates Richard. He tells Richard to take care of me while he's away.
Right.
In 84.
I mean, the thing is, it seems so insincere. Even the hatred is insincere.
Yeah. It's all a game is what it is.
It's all a game.
Yes, every bit of it.
Wow.
His whole channel is just a game.
The whole thing. You're right. Even so, the reason he stopped liking me, he made a song.
How he made me feel, though.
How did he tell me?
Well, like I was a piece of crap. Like he hated me too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I do.
I was like, I couldn't believe it.
I think that's why I think it.
I think even Richard thought it was pretty crappy. Like.
Yeah.
Well, when Richard was there that night, that happened with Evelyn, and Phil said, "Take my wrench," and then Evelyn said. So Richard was on a live with me, and I was kind of hounding him, like, "You listen to me, and this is what I think of you doing." And I was doing that for 2 hours, and he was just like, "What?" You know how Richard enjoys a good debate without becoming unhinged, like Dana a little bit becomes unhinged.
He don't take this stuff serious at all.
No, so he knows that I get unhinged. He doesn't, and I'm like, "Well, listen to me." And even though that was happening, he was the one at the backstage going, "Hey, are you okay?" He was typing in the chat. I'm like, and he's like, "You can end this, or, are you all right? They're not being really good friends. I'm really sorry this is happening." I'm like, it was really this incredible, that was really kind. It was really kind of him. It was kind of a blessing, like, you don't know, but when you're seeing somebody, it gave me this opportunity to see what was real. And the only person who was befriending me there was some person in chat. I don't know who it was. It was Super Sarah was there, Richard in the chat with me, in the panel with me, and the stranger who I've never seen again, who was very kind, like, "What's going on here? How could your friends treat you this way?"
Yeah.
But it was mostly just like this devastatingly, the whole crowd was like, "You're bad." Like, what is this? What? Yeah. But he was good. Take my stench. That's pretty good. Take my wrench. It's like, Phil, are you kidding? Like, because I'm talking to Richard and arguing with him? Yeah, you can have your wrench, buddy. And you can have, any respect
Breaking up
that.
with you?
Say again?
Was he breaking up with you?
Yeah, he broke up with me. And I was like, you have lost all of, I didn't have, it wasn't like I disliked him. I liked him. It was fine. I like chatting with people. It was just this absolute, and from then on, they've continued to bash me relentlessly, and it hurt. I was just like, what is this? I was just sort of, it was just like, the worst kind of schoolyard bullying that you see in a movie was happening in real time with people who are in their late 50s.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, he should pick up a job application. What a concept. I mean, typically that kind of stuff doesn't bother me, but if you're gonna like,
Worry about that kind of stuff. Super probably, he's probably right though. He needs to occupy his time with something else, is the way I would say it. But everybody. I mean, when we think about it though, Dana, back early on, a few years ago, we kind of stayed stressed out about things too on here. Remember?
yes,
You said you still do sometimes, but you're doing a lot better with it too. I've noticed you just start laughing it off now.
yes, I've come a long way.
You have.
But if I'm in a tender spot, like in my real life, and sometimes that happens because life happens, and you have, little vulnerabilities, and then YouTube is getting mean and meaner, and there's this your wherewithal is limited. Then yeah, it can be pretty.
Miller, sorry, Dana. Miller, that's exactly what happened. I can get the video for you if you want. You never cared at all. You told me you hated Richard, and you told Richard to take care of me. I know Richard isn't awake right now, most likely, but I don't care to go live tomorrow and let him tell you. You told him that. And it's not even important, but it's just leave me alone.
Yeah, leave her alone.
Leave me alone.
Stop.
I don't.
Stop. You're literally harassing her. And I mean, she's not a willing victim of yours. And some of us can go, like, well, Miller just drew like hideous picture of me, and there's a bunch of, clinger-ons to the sheep that what will go along with you. But she's telling you to leave her alone. Leave her alone. Don't be a chump.
Who knows? Who knows, Super? Miller, all I'm saying is there's no need to make posts about me. And if I lied about something, come up here and tell me what I lied about.
He has continual applause from Carla Ray. Carla Ray. That's it.
3 months. 3 months. I same as lost the two people I cared the most about.
Heidi and
same day, Dana.
You lost. Say that part again.
Sorry.
When he came in and done that, and he's going to 84. I lost him and Howie at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
He was gone for 3 months.
Yeah.
Come back around at Thanksgiving and sent me an email saying Happy Thanksgiving, and then come back in January the 1st and was on Jeff's, telling him Jeff's got that video too. So does Biff, where he's telling Jeff he's going to, pow with the silver bullet and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah, I remember that.
I got drunk as a dog. He come back, though. He didn't come back to see if I was okay, but he came back to go up there and be drunk and let Jeff make a mockery of him, because that's what he did.
This is what it comes down to. Miller really means this. He really thinks that both you and I chose Richard over him. And that scorned his ego so badly that he went on, sort of hog wild and forevermore has been, going after you and me because we chose Richard. We chose Richard. We prefer him. He's so much sexier than you, Miller. Like, just lean into it. It's ridiculous.
I have never had any kind of feeling for Richard like that. Do I think he's funny? At times, yeah. Is he fun to hang out with? At times, yes. You know, it's not like he acts like I'm at his house. He is married.
Yeah.
He is married. So I don't know and he's across the whole United States from me. That's crazy. That's just crazy. And that's how you remember it, because that's the only way you can deal with it, Miller.
Miller wrote a love song for Dana.
What?
And he took it down when Dana was being friendly, well, just talking to Richard. Like, this is all about his ego. The whole thing, that's what his pain is that he feels that he's been, that we've chosen Richard. I mean, I've never, the whole thing's a joke, but
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else. I didn't choose anybody. Dana. There was no choice to be made. You know what I mean? I mean,
of course, but he can't. He's so filled with his he's only familiar with his own pain, and it's really shallow pain. It's like she likes Richard. It's like this shallow, instant, pissed off, and like it's enough for him to like go do mean polls on his channel. Stupid. And then go to 1984 and then do like a whole thing about a whole video or a picture of him in his underpants.
I wouldn't have even known about it if he hadn't come in and mentioned it, because I'm not sub to him. I'm really not. I swear on my life I'm not.
It's the only reason he comes in and goes, I just did a poll, Jason.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't have known.
Wouldn't have even known. I thought, oh God, what's he done to Jason,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Oh, great. But you know what? Miller, you're such a goon.
I mean, do you really think that post was just so...
It's so good. I taught elementary school. I'm thinking like, I don't know, third grade level of humor and
Well, why would I need a butt plug? What's that even about?
Because he's a third grader. I thought 5, but yeah, a lot of that is just. And why are you a Jedi? Sorry. Why do you think we're all involved in being in the Star Wars movie with you? Do you think we actually go, he just told us that the Force should be with us. Thank God. It's a freaking script. It's a made-up story. I mean, I feel like I had the same speech the other night with Rodney. Miller, it's somebody made up a story and you're taking it as like your religion.
Rodney gave you a hard time, didn't he, Dave?
He gave you what?
He gave you a hard time, didn't he?
But I actually felt bad for Rodney because he was like, he really believed it. I was like, Rodney, come on, dude. But like Miller probably really believes this shit that we're gonna like, may the Force be with you. Thanks, Jedi. Star Wars agent.
Oh man.
Well, Miller, it wasn't like that either. You also went around YouTube and to me telling me you love me and all that. And you just stop it. Just stop.
In his rule right now is though we're all going to be okay. Look, if you are first of all, how is he your enemy? Does Richard actually understand why he's your enemy?
No.
Is he no, that's even a joke. And so let's just imagine he were your true blue enemy. If somebody's friends with you, I mean, you're just like Phil. Yeah. Okay. If that's true, I mean, first of all, that's a fantasy. It's a myth. He's not your enemy. None of us are actually your enemy. You are your enemy. and you have completely isolated and ousted yourself from actually having a real connection with any of us. So, what is it about Richard that you feel so disempowered? Is it just your true blue envy? And so somebody wants to be with somebody you're envious of? Because it's clear to us that that's really what this is, Miller. This has nothing to do with him being your actual enemy. That is your own mythology. And it's cringy and it's embarrassing. Maybe pay attention to that. I mean, I'm actually giving you, with the best of my ability, a little bit of advice that might cause you some discomfort, but that doesn't mean I'm being unkind to you. Pay attention to how cringy this behavior is all the time and do something different.
Oh, there he is. I'm responding. You put that up, and I hadn't even mentioned you. You put something up about me. So how are you responding?
Oh.
I have cosplay potential.
I don't mention him anywhere. I don't. I don't ask anybody about him. I don't mention him.
Yeah.
Nothing. I talk to Jason, and I don't ever mention Mueller.
Yeah.
I don't mention Richard either.
But I mean, what is your obsession with Richard Miller? Like, what is that? I mean, because truly, this has nothing to do with really me, or, I mean, I can't speak for that. You whatever. There was something you had feelings for her once, and so she became, friendly with Richard, and that was you were scorned, and I became, I had conversations with Richard, and you became scorned. So this is about your own really fragile ego
Yeah.
with a guy who you feel intimidated by, who's funnier than you, and who's more confident.
But you go to his chats, Miller. You were just in his chat the other night. Why? You gonna say just so you could talk to somebody else? You used to chew me out if I was even in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Now he's pissed. Bye. This is such a joke. You're so cringy. What you're doing, even the bye, is cringy. Almost every step you take now is cringy. And that we all know that. Everybody knows that. Even Rodney, I can promise you, knows that. Why is that so lost on you?
Honestly, no joke. I can understand Rodney better than I can Miller.
Yes, me too.
It's hard with both, but
So he's done horrible things. He doxed your friend. Like, where's the proof that he doxed your friend? What, did he show somebody's address?
honestly, I don't know of anybody that Richard's doxed. And every time somebody says he did, I'm like, well, show me the receipts, and nobody ever does.
Yeah, where show us where you're gonna just put out bullshit about something, which, by the way, yeah, that would be a shitty thing to do. I've seen much shittier behavior on YouTube. That said, and I don't know that you do or don't go after the people who really engage in. Although I do think Miller does sort of give slaps around people who behave really, really badly, but show us where he doxed anybody. And racial slurs, okay. I mean, everybody's fair game
Oh my
in
God,
Richard's.
you've been victim of that forever.
Yes.
It's just a joke to you, you know. You don't. That's I don't know.
I mean, right, seriously,
Yeah.
because, but Richard does that with everybody. So everybody's fair game. And none of it is personal. It's a joke. So he's done nothing horrible to you. Your ego is injured. Your very fragile ego is so very fragile that the person who intimidates you and who probably does better than you do socially on YouTube, the only horrible thing he ever did to you was shine. And when you absolutely don't at all. So you know what? You do have an opportunity to shine. Don't act like such a turd.
Yeah. He can't hurt me no more, so there's no need to even get upset about it. I just don't. It don't matter anymore. You know, in the big scheme of things, it just doesn't matter. Because nothing. He showed me who he really was. You know. and you can't unsee that. So,
Oh, of course. He's
you
shown
know,
all of us who he. Oh, why is he so clueless on how ridiculous his behavior is?
I don't know. Alcohol, I guess. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, that probably doesn't help, but
Oh, God, no. No, alcoholism is the destroyer. It's
he
instant gratification, and it destroys an
Yeah.
entire lives. Yeah.
he can't reflect on his own behavior. If something's like right now, if something's going down and it's upsetting him, it's our fault. He'll be like, "Oh, they upset me last night." He won't even mention that. He comes in and says this about these polls, and he intentionally done that.
Oh yeah, and there's a small handful of women who will say, "Don't pay any attention to them, Miller." I mean, and he'll lean on them, without actually being necessarily kind to them.
I
But it's the
I
same
know
usual suspects.
I know how it goes. I know.
Super cereal. Sorry.
Oh, oh no. Oh my
You
goodness.
gotta highlight that one because the lurkers, some of them have blocked Super Serial,
Okay.
Evelyn, and Nunya, and so let it be seen. An insignificant purple dot. That's what she wrote the other day. He doesn't know anything. Notice how insignificant his purple dot. Like, that's pretty funny. Blast that purple dot, Super Serial, and Jason, put that right up there. This is good stuff. This is rootin' tootin' good stuff.
Rootin' tootin'. Rootin' tootin'. Scootin' boot scootin' boogie.
I mean, wasn't he recently mad at Jason because Jason talked to Heather?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean,
What a dick!
I mean, I don't know why he would be in here anyway. He was just mad at Jason the other day for playing that video, that phone call.
Yeah.
And then he comes in, and I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah, we were just getting along. I mean, she said what happened to when he sent her. So, I mean, if he ever, he didn't have to worry about throwing it away. At least she sent it to someone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't waste
I
his
really
money.
feel bad for her. That was
Yeah.
how can anybody be like just fine with what he did to that woman?
Yeah. They were, I guess. And then
I
he
mean,
was saying,
can he even get a little shame? Like, sometimes shame serves a really good purpose because it can be a great teacher. Shame can be. Now, it doesn't always have to be because it can go over can do overkill, right? But that said, he has no shame. He can't even grab shame. He can't even for a moment go, that really freaked her out. Maybe I should pay attention to that. Maybe I went too far. Maybe I made an ass of myself and I scared this woman.
Yeah, and he was telling people that when he got back, I had been on his hind end the whole time, trying to poke and prod at him, and I actually didn't come back till like 6 months after he come back.
I see.
For real. But that was what he was telling people.
and it was a while before you came up on panels again. It went live.
I wasn't on panels at all. I was invited on tours and stuff, but
Yeah.
I just would chat for a little bit and then just listen, but as it got colder and stuff, I have went up on panels more.
Yeah, it is getting
Sorry,
cold.
you see what Super just wrote?
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, that's very funny. Oh, the pus was overwhelming, says Colonel Angus. The chat. We got to pay more attention to the chat. It's really
You need to highlight this stuff, Jason.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Jason, is the Four Horsemen your friend? I think he thinks we're being mean to you.
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
I don't know who that is. I don't know if they're talking to me or they're talking to Miller about that these women pick on you. I think they're talking to Miller. Oh no.
Okay. Yes, we're peeking
Oh
on you,
no.
Miller.
I have no idea.
Wait a
Well, I
minute.
know the first one.
Miller remote viewed Colonel Angus's underwear. That's just not right, Miller. No remote viewing of Colonel Angus's underwear.
Underwear. Captain Underwear.
Captain Underpants. My son
Four
used to read
Horsemen.
that. My son read all those books when he was a little boy. Captain Underpants. I love the title. It was very funny. Ah, sorry.
Let me check. We go over. I'm gonna see who this is. Oh, keep going, keep going. I'm gonna go over the YouTube side. I see who this is. If someone new or not.
Oh, very clever, Jason.
I know. I'm so clever.
Are you a friend of Miller's Four Horsemen? Not that you shouldn't, Is it Four Horsemen?
No,
Yeah, their account is from 2011. Maybe Jason knows them.
2011?
2011.
Four Horsemen. Okay, I get it. What?
I don't know. It's been a long time, but
Been a long time.
since the lock and roll, dinner.
Been a long time since I rock and roll.
Dana, stop singing, Dana.
God dang.
Stop singing, Dana. Don't. Like Boomhauer.
It's Phil.
It's Phil. Is that
Hey.
Phil?
That you sound like Pebbles.
I do, Phil. Oh, Phil. Come on over here and talk to us.
I don't know. So
It is. Is that Phil?
I don't know.
No.
If you want to talk to him, you can.
Oh, it's 2011.
Four Horsemen. Sorry. Four Horsemen. That's what it is.
I don't know. I don't know, Super.
I know nobody seemed to. Oh.
Let the four guy come up.
Yeah.
Give him the link, Jason. Put your link up in case somebody wants to come up.
Right.
Oh, God help me. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. I haven't washed my face.
Brush your teeth.
You know what? Super. I was thinking the same thing. I was just thinking it reminds me of that Sean Connery on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Oh.
Click the link. But you ain't gonna make fun of Jason. Click that link that Jason just posted.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand that.
What?
Was that?
Jason, your hoe head's planted into a pillow.
What's that? Oh shit!
Oh my
It makes out what you're saying.
I hope there's. I hope.
Okay. I don't know what. I don't understand what it's meaning. That's all.
I hope that terrific Biff L does a little spoof on this tomorrow with along all of his friends because this is good. This is good stuff.
Do you ever just go back though and just listen like I did when I, like at night, if I went back and listen to, I like to sometimes, when I couldn't sleep and stuff, I like to sometimes go back and listen to some lives that like me and Howie and Mary and Heidi was on.
Yes.
Those were so much fun. You just don't,
those were the days when Scott Black was a telescope operator up in the skies. Yeah, I remember those days. I remember those days. Nobody
was, arguing or anything, but you know, when you got that many people from all over the place together, eventually they're going to be drama. It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
you know, because it's a live chat. But it was, you know, a lot more fun then. But there's just some people just want to just keep drumming up old stuff, you know,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
eventually they leave. And I don't know if they
Yes.
noticed that.
Well, Wendy V recently came in to one of my chats and she said that like the people are over there, the sort of the drama community aren't popping anymore. Nobody's going up. It's just not happening anymore. I guess that will happen. One day we'll fizzle out, you know? I suppose.
I'll reach the check. Yeah. I can't remember who Noberto is. They have a dark stream now. If that was
Yeah,
good.
he used to tell us he was professional telescope. He
Yeah.
worked on professional telescopes
Yeah.
for as a profession.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The toy outlet, because he works at Kroger. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I have no issues, but why would
No.
you say you worked in telescopes? Why did you
No.
do
What?
that?
I don't know.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. I haven't been to Kroger since I was back in the summer of '87. I was in North Carolina. That's the only time I've ever been to Kroger's. Only time.
How
Only
would you
time.
remember that, Jason?
Jason has a
Why?
memory that I've
Like just the
never.
Kroger. Well, I remember like I was at my aunt's, right? And I just remember it's just a different. Like I remember Food Lion. I've only been in there once in Fort Bragg because someone mentioned Food Lion to me. Why I asked about it was that Danielle Carrington from Let's Get Greedy. She did a review. I guess Stover's has a side of like a like a Mexican street corn, right? I asked how much it was, and then she sent me a link for Food Lion. I said, "Well, I haven't been there since I was in Fort Bragg. Like $4 for like corn with whatever Mexican street corn is. You know, it looked okay though. But that was the thing. I remember Kroger back in just because it was a different grocery store. I think I remember because there's one kid, right, who was like really bummed out and stuff like that, and he was friends with my aunt and uncle. And I went over there. I said, "Oh, is that named after Freddy Kroeger?" And then he started laughing, and they commented on that because he said he never seen that kid laugh or smile or anything like that. I was way back, like the summer before I went into the army. I was there for like 2 weeks.
Super sick, full-time cart wrangler, part-time stargazer.
Oh, wow. A low like yeah.
Oh, it was awful, Tim. He's, you know, making polls about everybody and stuff. I mean, we don't care. It's just he wanted attention for it. He even put a comment under the poll that was about me. Dana, he said I was losing it over here.
Oh, you're whining and yes, crying and carrying on.
That's how I
No,
need
that
to
was
go.
more me. I'm stupid.
Yeah, I see what that
I was
Roberto
pulling
said
my
there.
hair out
Yeah.
of my head. No, Miller,
go to
no.
sleep.
Not the pole, not the pole, Miller. Please,
Like
please.
Eagle.
Not the
Black
pole.
Eagle here?
Yes.
Yay!
Good
Yes.
morning.
Wait, four horsemen tried joining us, four pieces of shit. Or white
Yeah.
pieces of shit.
Yeah, you just said white boy and all that stuff. Yeah, I know. They're gone.
Black Eagle is so funny. I think
Yeah.
that she did with Richard was
Hi,
funny.
Black Eagle.
Do it, Dana.
Wait, did you block him? The four horsemen?
I banned him because he was saying shit about, but he was backstage.
Oh.
He was. I probably would have porn bombed me.
Well,
He wouldn't
you
have
can
black
name him
screen.
up, but don't let him. How do you do that, Dana?
I don't know how to do it. I suck at that stuff.
Well, he's supposed to go full screen there. Too late now. He's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like saying, "Yeah, I have an idea. You know, Yeah.
Who do you think it is, Jason? Put
I
it
had
in.
no idea. I have no idea. Well, he's insulting, he's insulting me and stuff like that. So, hi, Black Eagle Dragons.
Hey, Black Eagle, how you doing?
Yay, Black Eagle Dragons.
Oh, I see what he was writing. Okay, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you go in the back chat,
Oh, let me go there.
Right chat. He's a black chat.
Well, for horror seaman, it was good to we barely got to know you.
Yeah.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side. No, when do you ever donate? No.
That's not true. I have.
I know. Yep.
Super.
They're done. Hey, super. Oh, well.
Funny little white boy. What's the song? Dirty Little White Boy. Remember that song?
Yeah, dirty white boy, dirty white
Dirty White.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Well, for horror seaman,
Yep.
we just got to know you, and you're on your way out.
Yep. Oh, God. It's going to be okay. It's going to be
Okay.
It'll be okay. I'm a funny white boy. I've been told I've been funny myself too. It's gonna be okay.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's the same guy?
What?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
Oh,
He said that. I mean, he called someone a bad the N word.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe that's the guy. Yeah, maybe that is him. Okay. Hmm.
my
Very
baby.
bizarre. Yes. Very bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre. Tradition.
Jason, I think you need to get some rest.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm just.
I gotta. Well, actually, I don't work super early in the morning, but
You? Oh,
I have many back-to-back sessions.
back to back,
Mm-hmm.
face to face, and back to back, flesh for a fantasy. Well, remember that Billy? Billy Idol song. I almost said Billy
Mm-mm.
Eilish.
Whatever happened to him?
Yeah,
Excuse
I
me.
don't know. I don't know. I mean, well, he did that Money song, which I don't know. I wasn't that big on that song, but I liked his other stuff. And he did that song for Dice. Remember I love Ford Fairlane. I think that movie's funny. And then like it flopped at the box office, right? That was like supposed to be his big starring role. And they had a song "Cradle of Love" from Billy Idol. That song lasted longer than the movie did in theaters. That was a big hit.
I'm sorry. JB said Jews don't work. They just
Really?
have appointments.
Oh, Billy ain't fun to party with. Oh, ain't not fun to party with, Tim. I remember Hot in the City, Hot in the City, Hot in the City tonight.
Remember Hot Child in the City?
City.
Running wild and looking
Looking
pretty.
pretty. Her name is Dana. Hot child in the city. I meant.
She's kind of dangerous.
Dangerous. I was out for hers.
So
God knows he was
young to
free.
be loose. and on your own. Young boys, they'll want
Christina,
to take her home.
hi, Black
He
Eagle
goes
Dragon.
downtown. The boys all stop and stare.
I like that. Well, you got to do some more singing. I would.
Yes.
I encourage you to sing on all the posts.
Black Eagle taught me how to sing,
Yeah,
see?
yeah,
I
I
owe it all to her.
know. You know something like I was out of first, got no human grace. I was out of first. Everything
Wait,
like that.
who's an a-hole? Tam, who are we talking about? Who's Billy?
Oh, Billy Idol, I guess.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't be
Okay.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a pretty
Oh,
big
really?
diva.
I'm not
Hot
trying to
shine in the city. I
say
love that song.
it.
Running wild and looking pretty.
Yeah. Oh,
So
really? Black Panthers? Oh,
mhm.
what about that?
Rainbow. Mhm.
Baby, we were born to run, run around looking pretty.
That's a
Hot,
good song.
hot damn it in the city. Dun, dun.
She's
I,
kind of dangerous.
yes, the most dangerous tonight. Oh, yes, she is. That's a good song from Ted Nugent. I like that song.
Which song? Which one?
Most Dangerous from Ted Nugent.
Oh, I don't know his song. The only one I know of him is Cat Scratch Fever.
Oh, and Cat Scratch Fever's good too. Yeah. Cat Scratch Fever.
It
Dun,
is a good song, Darnell. I agree. I love that song. There's some
yeah.
songs that are just standouts. You know, it's another song I love.
What's that?
It's by the Cars, and it's
Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Is that one?
no, I love my best friend's
Oh, oh
girlfriend.
yeah.
She
Yes.
used to be mine. I
Yes.
love that song.
Best friend girl. The best friend girl. She used to be mine. Or how about hello, hello again? Dun, 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 dun. You remember that song?
I don't think so.
Oh, they did a music
Oh,
video.
Moving in Stereo is a great song.
Yes. Oh, oh, there's another hot snowstorm? Oh, no. That sucks, man. That sucks. Todd's the guy that did, he's the guy that's doing all the AI videos for me. You know that? That's the guy right there.
Oh yeah?
Oh, that was
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's really cool.
Yeah, that was very clever. Very
Mhm.
I
creative.
like what he did. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Gilder, that was his name. Is that guy still alive?
I don't know. I mean, the music video for, Hello, Hello Again. I mean, like I said, do you know who directed that? The
Uh-uh.
music video? Andy Warhol.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he's in the video too. He's in the video. He directed
That's
that.
amazing. I didn't know he was directed it. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, then also, I know John got excited about Santa right
Yes, it
here.
is.
No, it's not. Where's the snow?
Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Make work your favorite. That's your favorite, okay?
Okay.
Work is your new favorite.
Fine.
Time for the announcement. Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
That's so awesome. I don't know how he's able to do that. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't feel so great.
Oh, you okay?
No, I have a cold. I'm just catching a cold, I think.
Oh no.
So yeah, the Cars are great.
Yeah.
But
they're
I do love that song, My Best Friend's Girlfriend. That's
Yes.
such a good song.
Well, he was married to
So
well, the
Paulina,
singer,
Paulina,
yeah, Paulina Porskova.
yeah.
She was in that. She was in a really good movie with Tom Selleck called Her Alibi, which is really good. You ever see that one?
Uh-uh.
That was a good one. Cisco and Eber hated it as usual, but it was good.
Mm.
I mean, imagine Pandora. You guys would like that. You like Tom Selleck?
No, I don't like him.
Or you know, like Tom? It was a Tom Selleck movie with her and.
I just don't think he's a good actor. It's not that.
Oh
I don't
really?
like him.
Oh man. My dad liked. Well, I've seen some of his movies, not all of them. Yeah, but he's still like. I don't know. I saw Runaway, that one with Gene Simmons, that sci-fi one. That was a good movie. I like that one with killer robots and stuff.
Mhm.
That was good.
I think we're gonna go, Jay
Yeah,
You
Bear.
gonna go? Okay.
yeah, I gotta go to. I gotta wake up eventually. Obviously, we gotta wake up. We all gotta wake up. What kind of comment is that? Hey, you
Thanks for
guys.
having me up,
You're
though.
welcome.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks for
glad.
having us up. That was wonderful. It was a
Thank
fun night.
It's fun.
you.
It was fun. I love talking with you guys. So, and everybody in the chat, you were
Yeah.
fun tonight. I gotta go brush my teeth and oh, the kitty's doing oddball things. All right, you guys, take
Okay,
care.
bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Dana. Bye, Dana.
Thanks. Bye,
Uh,
Jason.
bye, Heads. Okay, bye, Pandora. All right, that was cool having them on. I still got 25 people in here. No, watch everybody leave now because they're off. No, that's pretty cool. You decided to do Wendy's? Oh, really? Oh, man, you're lucky. The bacon is so awesome. That's okay. That's cool. That's cool. No. You're fine. You didn't chase anybody right now. You're fine. No, you're fine. So I want to thank you for help. We got to do that. Yeah, if you want to do that short film, that'd be so cool. That Ernest gets abducted in that Boulder one too that we were talking about. That'd be so, and I could do the voice work for you. You know, just whatever you want me to say, I'll say it. No, I know you are a long time, Pandora. I appreciate you coming up. No, thank you very much. I'm glad you came up. And you did fine. You guys were great. You both were great. You know, I find my sister. My sister's busy right now. But I gotta see if there. I mean, there's really gonna be a snow. Is there really gonna be a snowstorm coming up? Oh, Dana. I thank you for being up here, Dana, babes. Okay. Good night, Dana. Good night, Pandora. Trying to think. Is there really gonna be a snowstorm? Let me see. That's gonna suck, man. 'Cause we already had two. We already had two snowstorms. Winter weather advisory. Okay. Kind of. I mean, I just saw it was a little below freezing right now. Let's see maps. Winter advisory warning. Oh, it's snow. Okay. From this Friday, December 20th, it said it's going to start snowing in 6 minutes. Oh, great. Until 10 p.m., it says lake effect snow expected. Total snow accumulates between 7 inches. So that'll be another, oh, God, 65 inches of snow. That's crazy. And it's going to get colder. But it'll warm up a little bit on Monday. And it's going to be, the high is going to be above freezing. On Monday, high above freezing. Then Saturday and Sunday, you're going to be the highs of like 24 and 19, and then like the lows of 13 and 12. That's great. Hopefully, it won't be that bad. But again, I knew they were, they covered. So, yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully, it won't be that bad. You know, mostly all the snow, yeah. Oh, I know, Pedro. You're fine. You're fine. T minus 36. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully, I mean, there's no snow on the ground right now. I think we got a little dusting right now. Yeah. Oh, he was just kidding, though. He's my good buddy Todd, you know? And he was the one that did that other crazy thing. You know, he's great at doing the videos and stuff. No, but that'd be cool if you did that short film. Like, I don't know how you're able to do it. You know, like, I don't know how long it takes you to do AI stuff. Oh, he's falling asleep. Oh, yeah. I fell asleep. Oh, yeah, I know you did. Yeah. I kept the panel going. It's funny, Pandora, on your live stream, right? I kept the panel going, and then I fell asleep. I mean, what happened was you went live. I was commenting on a video. Cisco and I wanted to get something to eat. I stayed on there to try to keep your live stream going because you were still live. You didn't shut it off right away, right? And I came back. I was talking some. I was going over all the chat because it was like Dana and Ron's talking about the whole the thing about those two girls saying like calling out Rods and being all bad and stuff. Yeah, it is. Like I ended up falling asleep too. Yeah, it's okay. we it may take a little while. Oh, I know. Oh, I mean, whatever you can. But I mean, I think that'd be really cool. I mean, I could add whatever voice work you want me to say. Just tell me what to say, and I'll say it. They did. Okay, yeah. Ready to Labor Day, yeah. He keeps on correcting you. Oh my goodness, in the most bizarre ways. Yeah. Oh yeah, you woke up around 5. Cause I actually left. Cause I was like, I fell asleep. I actually fell asleep on your panel, right? But I mean, no one else was there though. And I woke up and said, well, maybe I should go to bed too. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, okay. Okay, thank you, buddy. I did a video. I did a shorts about you showed off the meat sticks you were gonna send me, and I got like one or two other things you made. I got put up for shorts. Yeah, yeah. Todd's a great guy. He's good. Can I play one of your Hey, can I play one of your He-Man videos for them? But he does like a lot of stuff with He-Man and Skeletor. It's pretty cool. Definitely go subscribe to everybody go subscribe to Autonomous Toys. Hey Super, could you put his link down? Yeah, the Jonathan food. Yeah, exactly. Could you put on TikTok? Yeah. Oh yeah, because they're getting rid of TikTok, so he's slowly moving his stuff to thing. Let me see. I play anything. Let me see what he got. Okay, hold on. Oh, Autonomous Toys. Yeah, this guy, my buddy. You put his link down. Everyone subscribe to him. That's my buddy Todd. Let me look him up. Let me find a good one. Cause he has a bunch of really good stuff. He makes good videos too. Let's see, Autonomous Toys. Let's see. He did Attack of the Drones. Hey, I mean, he does some really creative stuff. Okay, Sour Patch Kid Oreos. I didn't see this one. Oh, oh, that's funny. We find one without music in it. Yeah. Okay, Ric Flair. That's funny. Now, let me show this one. Oh, JoJo. Hi, JoJo. Yeah, I said beware. Yeah, I know. Oh, thank you, Super. Yeah. Yeah, we missed you, JoJo. Everyone, okay. Let me find another one. Oh, that's so funny. He's really good at doing the videos, so very talented. Most of his videos have music in it. That's why that's like the enemy of YouTube is oh he did that oh he did Sheets video? Oh food warning. Okay, he did a food warning from Sheets. Here's one with my buddy. Yeah. Let's see. I'll show you one of his videos. I mean he's really very creative. Okay. Here's one of the food warning right here. Hit Todd's.
Hey, folks, I wanted to give you a air of warning and be careful when you're getting food from Sheets gas stations. Last night, I went and got the late night deal where you get a 6-inch sub So I got a meatball sub and some French fries and a soda for about $4.99. And on my meatball sub, I ordered banana peppers, which that's how I like it. And I'm almost done with my sub, and something pokes me in the top of my mouth, and I almost choke on it.
Oh God!
And in my sub is about 2.5 inch. It looks like a stick, and it's hard as a stick, and it's hard as a toothpick.
Yeah.
Went up into the roof of my mouth.
Oh God!
And then I almost choked on it.
Ooh.
But it looks like it's a stem for banana peppers.
Yeah, those are some of the banana peppers. You always gotta be careful.
So just be careful if you're getting banana peppers in your sub.
Yeah.
Double check your food first, because they obviously did not check when they were preparing my food.
Oh man!
I've emailed Sheets about it. Haven't got a reply yet, but most likely they're just going to give me a free sandwich, and whoopity doo, I could have died on this thing.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
If you ever had anything like this before in your sandwich, let me know.
That's huge. That's crazy. Oh, it gave you 4 free subs? Yeah, be safe going home, JoJo. Wow, that's crazy, though. See, I mean, that's like, the one thing that I love banana peppers, the one thing that's a pet peeve right of mine, they slice them, they do not take the stems off. Sometimes you get a big piece of stem. I never seen a stem that big before. Oh, no, he's cool, Oh, it's choking on the thing. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Hey, Paul, oh, yeah, oh. That sucks, though. I'm sorry. Oh, he's very nice. He's a very nice guy. He's been up on panel before. He got you 4 free subs. That's good, but boy, that sucks, though. They should give you that stems like crazy. They should give you like a little bit of money, and then a few free subs. Yeah. But you gotta be careful. That's why, with banana pepper, they don't take the stems off. They need to do that, though. Because you can't eat those things. There'll be some, they slice them away with some, they should have like a thing just to remove the stems on them, and then you won't have any problems. I never seen a stem that big before. Oh, my God. I'm glad you're okay. Because people say, like, that was one that you did on TikTok that I didn't see. They'd move them over to here. Wow. If you look some other stuff yet. Todd does good stuff. Oh, teriyaki mandis? That sounds good. He does relaxation series. There we go. Wow. You did videos that long ago? Wow. Let me check out your regular videos. That's crazy, though. Oh, he did Karate Kid. Yeah, he would go Karate Kid right here. It's pretty cool. Oh, I better not do that. I better not. It has music in it. That's okay. Fly High, a Christmas song. Oh, this is an AI one, so it should be okay. Flying High, a Christmas song. Let's see. This one should be okay.
Snow is falling, gifts all wrapped. Parents rushing, phones all tapped. Santa sleigh won't break the grade. Guess it's drones. It's
hi, Samara. You want to come up, honey?
In the sky,
be safe, Jojo.
Shoppers scream, this is
want to come up, Samara?
Out of nowhere, exits bright, unidentified in flight. Flying high, oh what a sight! Drones and UFOs.
That's why it's I'm going.
Christmas lights reflect their glow. Gifts delivered from
Yeah, you wrote the song. Yeah.
whoa. Elves are puzzled reindeer too. What are they supposed to do? See the shoppers cheer and shout. Drones are here to help them out.
Hi, Samaras.
In the chaos, children wait, hoping drones won't detonate. Yet these wonders bring delight, saving Christmas overnight. Flying high,
Okay, I'll get this.
what
Hold
a
on.
sight.
What's this
Drones
song?
and UFOs
That's why I get
tonight.
this. You're right. Hold on.
Christmas lights reflect their glow. Gifts delivered from
Okay,
above.
I'll get
Whoa.
Play the song over.
Elves are puzzled reindeer too. What are they supposed to do? See the shoppers cheer and shout. Drones are here to help them out. In the chaos, children wait, hoping drones won't detonate. Yet these wonders bring delight, saving Christmas overnight. Flying high, oh what a sight. Drones and UFOs tonight. Christmas lights reflect their glow. Gifts delivered from above. Whoa.
That was really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think. I mean, at least I ended with a song. That's what they do. That's what Todd wrote. That my buddy Todd. This is Samara. Before I go, this is the guy that's been doing like the animations, the AI stuff, right here, and that's who wrote the song. Yeah. This is. I mean, he did this. Check out Jody. The background. This looks like Taylor, kind of. Wait a second. This looks like Taylor. If you look at the background.
Hey, my
check this out.
legion, how y'all doing today? Oh God, you got huts on the mind now.
Skibidi one, yeah. It's about the drone. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That's the one. It looks like. Watch this, John. It looks like Taylor. Right in the background. Check where the bear is. It looks like Taylor's in the background of this video. Watch this.
Hey, my legion, how y'all doing today? Oh God, you got huts on the mind now.
I don't know how he does that. That's pretty cool. And I added the I did the voiceover. He told me to do the voiceover stuff, so I did it. Yeah, thank you, Todd. I'm liking this. It's like I don't know if you see this one. Is here or not? I don't know. I don't know. I can't get it. It's not on here. Oh, that's all right. All right. And my cat. Yeah. That's all right.
Hey,
Yeah.
my legion, how y'all doing today? Oh God, you got huts on the mind now.
I don't know. That's so brilliant. He did that though. It's pretty cool. What a surprise to be a blooper reel made with AI and video editing sound clips and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. All right. Let me go get the link, Jay, for that other song. Yeah. I like what. Tell me what you do. Okay. Make one and two. Yeah. Yeah, I sent you. Oh, wait, let me get to the. Okay, I'll get to that. I'll get ready to go to bed. All right, Darnell. That's the link to song. So I'm gonna be ready to end it. Okay. I love you guys very much. Okay. I love you, Samara. Thank you, Tom. I love you, JoJo. Of course, my sissy. Love you, Darnell. I love Pandora. I want to thank Pandora and Dana for being up on the panel. Love you guys too. I love Black Eagle where she's at. Yeah. Oh, he does an awesome job. Yeah, he does great stuff. So I guess that's it, everybody. With 25 people in this chat. All right, love you too. Yeah, 25 people in the chat. I'm going ahead and end it. So until next time, everybody, please take care of my Legion. Okay, wait till it hits. Yeah, awesome Mars. Yeah, 350. Okay, hold on. I gotta find my mouse. Hit stop sharing. Yeah. No, see, well, thank you. Thanks so much. Okay. Oops, stop sharing. Okay, hold on. Bye, JoJo. Both. What was both, JoJo? Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night. Okay, hit, and then good night.